none of this is sponsored. You can have it. Go ahead. That really kicks you. I just keep it with me in case. But I have that as well. Caffeine.
I don't know why they put the camera too close to.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm gonna go with whatever this is. It's their face, but whatever. I don't know why this is not flipping. Now it does. Right? And you're seeing on the screen right there, Mr. Johnny and Mr. Gao. Those are the two commentators in the Thai booth. I look nothing like that, obviously. I'm sitting right here, shotgun with Jimmy. Jimmy, and that's how you doing, Jimmy?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Well, it's really nice to have a second commentator guy here in the booth as well, and it's going to be a fun race today. I'm looking forward to a lot of good racing, actually. And it's the first time we're back in the season for TSS, so looking forward to a lot of action as well. So,
How many years have you been commentate for TSS?
oh, geez, I think if you look at the history books, you're going to see my name dotted down. No, I'm just kidding. I think I'm counting back down, 6 years now?
6 years.
Yeah.
So you've been commentating in English channel for 6 years by
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, it's been a lonely 6 years. I've been looking for a partner all this time. Never thought it was going to be you. No, just kidding. No, it's all good, dude. It's all good. So, so today we're going to be picking up on some of the racing schedules here. Let's see what we got for you. For those of you that want to come down, bring your butts down to the brick station right here. That's Buriram, not too far off from Bangkok. Actually, the roads are quite well done this year. So you should have a really nice drive down here to Buriram. We're going to have this qualifying round number 2 about to be coming underway. Of course, 15 minutes will be given to them for the Thailand Supercar GT4 GTM class. What you just saw was qualifying round number 1. And so after that, we will be going for the race. And that race later today, scheduled at 9:40, right on the clocker right there, Thailand Super Compact. And that race, just to kick off a nice Saturday with 60 minutes plus a lap, of course, we'll be starting on a rolling start for Thailand Super Compact. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we're also looking forward to qualifying round number 1 and 2 for Thailand Supercar GT3 class. So that's while you're trying to sync my voice to whatever Johnny and Gao is saying, like a kung fu movie. No, this is not the Shaw Brothers. Gotta say, we're very happy to be back here with the Be Quick Thailand Super Series 2023 season. What a great year to be. And of course, a great flat road race in ASEAN region, certified by none other than the good old folks of the RAAT. And what do you think that stands for? Well, the Royal Automobile Association of Thailand. I am obligated to say the full name. Under the royal patronage, might I add. In addition, the program also uses the rules and International Automobile Racing Confederation, or the International Sporting Code of the FIA, which has international standards that are, of course, accepted all around the globe. So, stay tuned for more. Coming up on this Saturday morning, if you got those crispy eyes, wipe it all out. Great action about to be had right here. Plus, there's also great fun to be had around the booths, around town, and in the stadium area, the circuit area. I heard there's a lot of food trucks out and about, I mean, too bad I can't go down there and enjoy and savor some of the good stuff here, But, I mean, you guys can, so come on down. Kick-started off. Also, none of this can be possible without the good old folks from Sports Authority of Thailand, or in short, they're called SAT. No, folks, that's not the exam you take for the college there. It's the Sports Authority of Thailand. National Sports Development Fund as well. The Tourism Authority of Thailand, or the TAT, in the house with Royal Automobile Association of Thailand, which I just mentioned, the RAAT. And who could we forget here? We can't forget Be Quick, folks. The name's right there on the TSS logo. So there you go. Toyota Motors in the house as well. Toyota Motors Thailand Company Limited, as well as Arto Company Limited. Gotta have a lot of drinks out here. Hydrate yourself, why don't you? Why don't you go with the Thai Beverage Public Company Limited for the good old folks of Est Cola, that is. Can't forget Radix Global PTE, the folks that brings you the sticky stuff on the tracks, the stuff we call Hunt Cook, and Utapao International Aviations. Now you're thinking to yourself, what the heck is Utapao in the sponsors list for? Well, first you gotta imagine yourself. Utapao is one of those great locations good for logistics as well. You're thinking about bringing in cars and machinery, and that might be the place to bring it in by. Okay, folks, the doors are open. Back end of the house of the pit is open, and we're out and about. Qualifying round 2 in effect. Counting down, 14 and a half minutes to go. Let's see what they do, folks. Round about. You know, I remember the good old days when I was doing, what was it, drag racing with you, Jimmy? And you remember the time I was like calling out times, exact time numbers? So I have this thing, for folks out there that don't know, I have this thing where I sort of like have a hunch of what's going to happen. Yeah, like, well, no, not, I have a sixth sense. And no, it's actually all based down on statistics. You know, the great mathematics, or the science of it all. Because actually all of this stuff is based off of science. So, you know, what we go by, for those of you that are new to the sport, what we go by are actually sector times, telemetry numbers, how even the wind is affecting the power of the car, the temperature, the adhesion of the track. So all this comes into play. And to the drivers, you're thinking to yourself, man, they are confined in a cabin, oh so small, without any luxury, not even a good old radio, you know, except for the two-way radio they have with the pits and the crew. But other than that, they don't have anything. So it's very Spartan inside. So we're judging by sector times, and we got 3 good old sectors here down my brick, sectors 1, 2, and 3. And what we actually look at is the lap times and their velocity times, or the high speeds, and you get that number from the straight stretch. So taking in all those numbers into account, you sort of have a gauge as to who's going to come up at least in the top 5. And then you whittle that down, of course, before the checkered flag comes flying down to the first 2. Who's going to take it? But what I like to watch, I don't know about you, Jimmy, but what I like to watch is the underdogs. The folks in the back of the row. I mean, you don't want to pay attention to only the number 1 or the number 2 position, do we? You know, because sometimes we check out, oh, let's see who's back in the 4th or 5th position. Because those racers are duking it out. They're giving it everything they have. Gundam machine for you. I like that livery. They've gone with that for quite some time. PSA, I think they've gone with that livery for like, what, 5 years in a row now? Setting the pace here, 137, number 10, Sean. Tag teaming up with Simon there for the number 10. Still leading the post at 137. Mankong trailing right behind in the number 15 machine with a 138. And oh boy, no, shaving that time down the feet machine, number 77, what you're seeing here. Takes second. For qualifying time, 138.23 zip. Two main classes right here, GTM, well actually I should say three, GTM Pro and AM class. And then you got GT4 class. Over on the side you see our friends out in the media world, True ID, of course True Digital, helping us out with the broadcast as well. Go folks out at EXO. I have to mention Apollo Thailand Company Limited. And they're the ones that represent Idemitsu. For that motor oil goodness, you gotta have that lubrication. You won't go far without lube in this motorsports, I'm telling you. Sport Invest, they're the ones that give you that nice old cushion down by the barrier wall there, only when you need it, obviously, with Tech Pro. Flying up high and above with DZE digital flags, representing and helping our way around the track with their digital flags. Symbols kind of eases the stress level of our human resources out there with those digital flags. You also take into account the heat level here in Thailand is phenomenal this year, I gotta say. JS Asia Beverage Company Limited, I hope they stop by, parch my thirst. That good old Juice Nest. Yum yum. Let's see what Natapong Autocom is doing. Number 19 coming up in the ranks for GT4 class. Shotgun by the side. Second position drops down with Digiton. Number 99. GT4 as well, and rounding it out with Sharon, number 88. Meanwhile, the number 25 up and above here, Subakit out of Cavalitos, and tag teaming with Giddipon in third position. Good time, 137. They're trying to rack it up in the 136, 137. I hope that Afi can push it even further and drop it down to at least the early numbers of 136. He's got to shave off 0.942, and that's going to really solidify position number 1 for him. Meanwhile, Sean is back in the pits with number 10. What is it? Oh, it's okay. You got your own phone? What's that?
Oh,
What? That's cool, man. Oh. That makes... I was gonna put a sock on. You're here, I don't want to gross you out. It's my old sock. Oh, jeez. I was just goofing off here in the sound room up here. But, yeah, the guys down there aren't goofing off at all, folks. They're giving it at all. It's interesting to see, though, during qualifying rounds, sometimes you see really, really good numbers. And that's because, obviously, everybody's in their own lane and not so much of a fight in terms of, side-by-side action. I don't think you're ever going to see, like, 5 cars going abreast into a corner for GTM class. You might see that in the Eco, like we did last year, I think. That was nuts. And if you don't know what I mean, hey, that's what YouTube's for, folks. Go check out the replay. But, yeah, I mean, these cars right here are wide at it. And they're going pedal to the metal, full throttle. And just to see what their VMAX was, what was it, 256? I think the fastest one out there, Hot Tamale, number 77. So he's giving it all he's got right there. 136 and shaved it down to 0.541. Not bad. With 5 minutes left to go, I say the number 77 there can pull a 136.3. That's what I'm thinking. But then not so much pressure out there because Sean is parked out in pit row there with a 137. So that's a long ways to go. But if he really wants to showboat there, he might pull a 136.3, you know? So let's see what he does. Meanwhile, spearheading for GT4, also in pit row, Natapong, the number 19 machine. And Digiton still in second command at number 99 for GT4 class. And third, rounding it out for GT4 would be Shannon, 88. Meanwhile, for GTM class, first there would be Jakrapan Davi in the 33. Datavut would be second for GTM class. And third would be Silapa, number 63. 63 still on track, as you can see. Slap with the S on the side. A shout out to Miyagi Motorsports Company Limited. Once again for ETS Racing Fuel. SDH Industry Company Limited. Good old folks from Nexter. Hano Revo Company Limited for their wonderful screens. And ECU Shop 1 Company Limited, as well as Imane Company Limited. That's for their nice shirts. I'm wearing some of their apparels right now. I'm surprised they found one in my size. Oh yeah. A lot of shirts out there on the grounds. If you're coming around the track looking for some good apparel, check out their booths downstairs. Imane, they got their nice shirts for you to choose, pick and choose in all size, colors, and variations. You can also check out some of the merc. I should say merch, but I saw the merc on the screen, so I just called out merc. Number 99, beautiful car. Dejaton. Earlier piloted by Natanet. I think Digiton is trying to go with a 143.1. At least, if he could do that, he'll be number 1 position for GT4. Until that time comes, though, which he's got 2 minutes left to go flat, Natapon will spearhead GT4 on the grid. Everybody's working their butts off here, and not just the racers, folks. You gotta really give it to the team and the sponsorship and the mechanics, even to the guys that screw in the wheels. Without them, heck, you're gonna see a lot of circus acts out here with wheels flying all over the place, and you don't want to see that, folks. So everybody here counts in the name of the game, if you know what I'm saying. And this also includes the folks over here that, of course, organize, and our partners, our media partners, and our sponsorships as well. And, of course, I can't forget the safety crew. Bless them all. Yeah, looks like Be Quick out here with the last laugh. Last on the track, but still making a good effort. Shannon, it ain't over yet for him. And even though sometimes you get good numbers on the qualifying rounds, it doesn't mean you're going to win the race. There's so many things that can, muck up the situation, So you've got the traffic issue, you've got temperature, wind, even debris on the track. But of course, we're not going to be worried too much about the debris because we've got a great crew out there to clean and sweep and stuff. And make sure all debris is clear from track before the race does begin. And there you go, calling it out as you see the overview of the 12 turns here at Brick. And finish time for qualifying has completed there. A shout out to True Vision Group Company Limited, True Digital Group Company Limited as well, Siam Sports Syndicate Public Company Limited, as well as Grand Prix International Public Company Limited, XO Autosports, love them folks, plus their wonderful photographers out there in effect, as well as WorkPoint Entertainment Public Company Limited and Speed Cafe in the house. We'll be right back for more action right here. This is Lert Siri Boon Me. Glad to be back with Jimmy side by side. No, this is the only thing. Okay. Yeah.
No, we're gonna go.
Nope. I pretty much know the thing. The only thing I'm getting is that guy coming in. I mean, they give me this, but I hardly use it because my ears are here. Yeah, Neil. Coffee. เยอะมากครับแต่ก็มันอยู่ที่อารมณ์ถ้าอารมณ์เราปรับได้แล้วเรามาแบบนี้เป็นสนุกของคนที่สำคัญถ้าจะสร้างได้ดีเรื่องของอารมณ์ใส่ใจ เราดูเอาเองถ้าเกิดจอแห้งเงี้ยก็รู้เลย
หรือว่าเขาทำได้แค่เฉพาะห้องนู้น
ใช่
หรือว่า
ใช่ใช่ผมถึงบางทีแบบเอ๊ะแต่บางทีเราจะรู้เลยว่า พอจอห์นนี่บอกขอบคุณนี่แล้วก็แบบเดินเข้าไปอาหารเต็มเลยจูสเนสไปอยู่ตรงนู้นหมดห้องนี้มีมั้งวะห้องนี้สนับสนุนโดยนี่ แต่สนุกไม่ตัดเข้าโฆษณานี่เนี่ยต้องตัดแล้วเนี่ย ยังไม่ซีเรียสหรอก
next what
เพราะว่ารอ it should be this one
850 is GT3
qualify ใหม่ So while we wait for, I guess, the track, the reason why we've got these little breaks in between, folks, obviously, because qualifying times, as you know, the cars are going flat out. They don't want to over-tire the car or the drivers as well. And, of course, you got to give way to tandem drivers as well to switch around. So they're doing their full sprint mode, if you will, for qualifying round, and GT3 machine will be out at it again for round 2 for qualifying round. As you see in the pit row, some of them are already ready to go. S being plastered on the top row of the banner there. On the B Quick 25, Audi. When you see the banners on top, that signifies who the main sponsor is for that specific division of the race. Here's a GR crew. GR obviously synonymous with the Toyota folks. The number 19, Manat. So GT3 qualifying round 1 about to get underway. These are the big guys and gals. Equal opportunity sports, obviously. 8 cars will be on track, and they will be duking it out. All of them have a tandem driver setup. So that means for round 1 and round 2, they will have a chance at switching out their drivers when the time does call for it. Each of them will get 15 on the board, 15 minutes on the board, to show what they can do. Number 91. Beautiful. Manat there. Strapping in. You know, I was told when you strap into these cars in your cockpit, you got to strap in really tight. And it's not just hand tight. You got to have your crewmate pull the strap down for you for extra oomph. Safety. We just saw Mr. Hank himself, Mr. Kicks. He's going to kick up a lot of storm right there for you from the B Quick. Head honcho over at B Quick himself in the number 26. Meanwhile, Viper, Niza. I thought I just saw James Bond pull out. No, folks. The Aston right there. Getting ready to go out and about. Wait for Mama to let them out of the pit row there. Douglas Koo in the 65. Meanwhile, out in the back row, number 89, a number dear to Waterwood, Miron Pak D. And Vincent is in the house as well. Number 55. He'll be paired up with Marcus later on. Vincent, the Philippines. If you're wondering what are some of the tires they're using, well, don't worry about the specs, folks. All we have to know is they're from Hankook. See, because these are the official tire sponsors right here for the racing season for TSS. And of course, we thank them so much for providing the sticky adhesion to the tarmac as much as possible. And it looks like it's going to be a nice sunny day, so I guess we can forget about those rain tires for now. But if it does come to the fact where it does have rain, Hankook is ready for us as well. The RON used for the GT3 class up at 102 RON, so that's a really high octane for you. And if you're wondering why high octane, well, it's tuned that way, number one. Number two, less knock. Okay, and they're out and about. Judging by these monsters as they are let out of the pit row, VMAX, they had already hit 230, 236 right out the bat. Took them less than 10 seconds to get there. Waterwood seems to be taking it easy though. Out of the whole bunch, everybody's running 200s already for top velocity speed. Manat and Waterwood taking it nice and easy. I guess it's because they do want to warm up their tires. Manat, who is in the number 19 machine, representing Thailand, of course. By the way, folks, while you're looking at all the cars, if you're down by the stadium, come on down and make your way over to the Be Quick Thailand Super Series 2023. Of course, there's a lot of food pavilions out there and food center booths open for all to savor. You got everything that you can imagine on the menu here. And you can be sure it's authentic. Authentic Thai food. As well as some international dishes out there as well. But if you already had your breakfast and you're here for the racing, check out Sun. Sector 1 time 24.225. Not as fast as Adisak was in Sector 1, 23.5. Adisak in the number 25 machine. Meanwhile, all eyes here up on a 55 Vincent. In that Audi with a swan neck airfoil out in the back. Once again, that is an airfoil. Some people asked me, don't they call those spoilers? Yes, I guess some people do, but the actual name for those wings in the back is an airfoil, whereas as if it was a spoiler, it would be attached to the car like a ducktail. These cars, as you notice, especially wide, might actually be a little bit more wider than the normal cars they represent out in the real world. But out here in the racing world, everything has been maximized. And the width, of course, is for a few reasons. First of all, you can carry more speed into the corner, just like what that Be Quick Audi just did. Almost lost it in the back end there. Good recovery. But the extra width helps out because you want to keep the center of gravity really low. So the wider you go, you do the math and it lowers the center of gravity. Up in front of the Audi, you just saw a glimpse of that BMW. And also in the recognizable BMW livery, and the kidneys up in front grill. That's one of the first here I've seen on TSS as well. So that should provide some good eye candy for car enthusiasts out there as well. There's a new player in town, a new player. And of course, got the eagle eyes watching out, and marshals as well. Safety crew as well, also keeping a good eye out here on track. So, gotta be careful what you do and abide by the rules and regulations, keeping all four wheels within the track limits. Once they go out of bounds, such as number 65 out in lap 2, causing a time cancellation. So you can get the best time you've ever gotten, but it won't count diddly squat if you're out of bounds. Gotta play by the rules. Leading the way, Adisak, number 25, with a 134. And that would explain why the camera was on eyeballing 25 all the way around track. That's like a 1.5. That's like a 1 second gap between Manat, who's now climbing up in second position, and the number 19. Be Quick Maestro, Hank J. Kicks in third with a 136.6. Yeah, it was, I think it was BRIC 2020. Yeah, sure. I'll be doing that. It's just that I don't usually type comments while I'm doing this, so that's why we need a second. Really? Oh, cool. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, go ahead. You want an outlet? You can put this in too. You don't really need this. So folks out there, if you're tuning in right now, once again, this is Alert Siri Boon Me in the house with Jimmy. We're going to be handling the commentating out here, but the race hasn't yet begun yet, of course. We're still in qualifying mode. Qualifying round 1 GT3 class underway with 7.5 to go. Following Adisak's routine around track. Nobody seems to be beating 134 yet. The only one that might do it would be Manat in the number 19, who's inching up in times, I guess. It's currently at 135.739. Now, what I'm about to say is basically this. Folks out there at home or around the world, if you have a comment and want to actually just talk with us, you can do it now, obviously, because I also have Jimmy out here who's also helping out as well. So you can also check out the comment section as well. So feel free to comment, and we'll answer accordingly, you know, as time permits. Keep in mind here, we do have two classes here, GT3 Pro and AM class, with only one in the AM class, which would be Chun Hua. Chun Hua's in the number 91 machine, so all he's got to do is make it into the finish line, to the finish line, and he should get his position on podium. So the name of the game for Chun would be to complete the race, and it's a tall order considering the heat and the colleagues all around him in the GT3 AM class, in the GT3 Pro class, I should say. Looks like we've got Ducky into pit row already. Some happy people. Manat first in already. with a 135.739. Doesn't seem to be that Manat is getting any faster though, so that seems to be the best time for him now with 5 minutes and a half left to go to see what they're to see what they could do and where they're going to be placed on the lineup here on the grid. Number 89 there, buzzing about Waterwood. We don't pack D. Not the usual color I usually see him in, obviously. Usually he's in the red color here, Ferrari. This time it's in blue, light blue, I should say. Well, that threw me off just a bit. I'm sure it threw off some of the fans as well, but it's a wonderful silhouette of a Ferrari, that's for sure. 25. Showing that he can drive it down even further. See if Arisa can best that time out of 134.95 zip. He doesn't have a lot of pressure behind him though. Almost a second full behind, and Manat is still in pit row with 4.5 to go. For today's event, by the way, we've got some nice activities other than the food stalls and the vendors out there. We've got the hot laps activities. So if you want to check that out, that'll be at around 11:55 to 12:30 today. And of course on Sunday as well, 11:05 up to 12:05. So they're giving pretty much like an hour to do hot laps, and that in itself is wonderful for the fans and for the VIPs out here to get a chance and feel what these drivers are feeling. The intense heat, the intense G-force. And if you're claustrophobic, I don't recommend you getting into these cars because it's really tight in there. Not only are you strapped in really tight into the seat, but that bucket seat really holds your butt in the position there. It's made so that you can feel every bump on the track. Arisak pulls into pit, happy with 134.950, knowing that Manat's not gonna be able to take him down yet anytime soon, almost with a full second behind with a 135.739er. Meanwhile, Hank J. Kicks also in pit row, the number 26 from Be Quick. Be very quick. 136.253. 89, as you see, Waterwood Birompakdi number 89, trying to best 136.764. If he could inch up a little more, he might be in front of Hank J. Kicks number 26 on the starting line. Who knows? It's only like 0.5 seconds away. If you put it that way, it's not too much. But from a driver's perspective, that could mean a big deal. He's going to have to try to shave off every little apex just to make it through that time. Of course, keeping all four wheels on the track is needed. '65 Douglas slowing down now. Out in 7th lap, time got canceled, unfortunately, but he is out all the way in the back with a 138.883. Right behind Vincent in the Philippines. Chun Hua doing pretty good, actually. GT3 AM class, the only one for GTM AM who really doesn't need to, show that he needs to be all the way at number 1 position because he's the only one racing for that division. However, if you put into perspective that he does want to be the first in the pack of the whole crowd, well, yeah, then he's got a tall order to fill. Chunhoa's got to beat up against Sun and Vorderwood and Hanks. There's also a pit walk activity for motorsports fans, and that is open to the public, the general public, to give everybody an opportunity to get close to the racers and the cars and the teams and pretty much your racing idols here at Thailand Super Series. And it's a wonderful time for, knowledge-seeking brains out there to find out, how these cars are set up, or get to know a little bit of the inside details from the racing teams themselves. I always think it's a wonderful time for children and kids and youngsters out there, or even car enthusiasts, to have their day out on the track. Get to know their racers a little bit more. Checker flag comes down, and there goes the first round there for qualifying for GT3 class. Take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back, folks, with more qualifying round once again for the same class before we head on over to the race of the day to kickstart it off with Thailand Super Compact coming up at 9:40 a.m. We'll be right back, folks. We'll be right back. Let's see you me over and out. Excuse me. I don't have COVID, by the way. I tested 3 times before coming here.
From church.
Yeah. I'm still posting like I'm there. This is awful. Why turkey? I found out. My wife booked it before the earthquake, so I had no idea about the earthquake until. Yeah. But why turkey? Because New Zealand was too expensive. And by the way, Turkey is a great place because it's got every culture, Asia and Europe. So you have little. It looks like Italy. It looks like Asia. It looks like Greece. Everywhere you go.
Just that. Heard a lot about that.
Oh yeah. I got Jeep too. Taxi rides. But I had to talk with the police. But the police were on our side because we had proof. You know me. I digitize everything. So hey, you can't trick me. When I'm in Turkey, I believe I'm, Liam Nielsen, the taking guy. I have to be careful. Oh, this is great.
They have, for us to reply, they have to comment in YouTube. If they ask in Facebook, we don't.
Okay, right. And good old folks listening in to us and checking out the sights and sounds of Thailand Super Series. Buriram live for you. Alert Cerebral, me and Jimmy in the house. We also got a screen going at us, bright-eyed early here. So folks, if you want to comment in the YouTube section, if you will, comment. Because we're not checking out the Facebook feed right now. We are checking out the YouTube channel. So if you want to leave a comment, go on right ahead. Like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. So basically, while we're waiting for the camera to come back live for you, it's a good day to race today. And as you see, the good old folks down by Toyota GR are checking everything they can. The tires, look at those beautiful Hankooks. Those are very expensive, by the way. Slicks don't come cheap, I'm going to tell you that. Well, that's why we have sponsors. Yeah, that should fit the bill. Okay, so we're about to get underway for the second round as some of the tires are already replaced and taken out. Let me give a shout out to some of these folks out here in YouTube land, why don't we? T-Bolt, hello. Yeah, you're cheering for that M4, aren't ya? GT3, hot stuff, hot stuff. You got some kidneys on grills. Okay, so Shadow Haze, good for you right there, checking us out. And Suntiga 33, that's an interesting name for you out there. All the best, Viper Niza. Oh, I know who you're cheering for. I know you. Okay. Mariella. Okay. And Omaris. So, folks, leave a comment behind on the YouTube channel. And we'll be sure to pass on some good words over. If you want to do some shout outs, I guess you can as well. So while these folks are getting ready, take a look at the inside of the cockpit there. You see some interesting stuff there. Some nets. You know, some people ask, what are those nets for? If you're not a car enthusiast and you're wondering, in Thailand, you know, in Bangkok especially, you see some of these road cars riding around with what looks like nets on the side of the taxi. You know, you've seen those, right? You know, and those are not real, obviously, because the real deal is you have to have it, you know, made rigid and strategically placed so that it protects drivers from ejecting themselves out at high speed during a unfortunate event. But obviously, the ones you see on the roads those are pretty much fake. You know, you could buy those off of any vendor out in Mabun Krong or anywhere you go there. But anywho, safety is there for a reason, and these drivers are taking safety very seriously because also you got to abide by the FIA rules and regulations. Even their suit that they don on, and underneath their suit, it's fire retardant, I should say, or fireproof. Even the seats, check out the carbon fiber seats. That's heavy duty gear right there for you. And yeah, the Milwaukee, authentic stuff right there for you. You could actually see some of the teams out there. They're using these handy dandy tools. But it's kind of interesting to see when you whittle it down to the super trucks. I don't see a Milwaukee windblower anywhere. All I see is, you know, maybe a Thai-made, handmade windblower. No, but this is a professional grade stuff here. You put that windblower in your face, you might blow out your teeth. That's there to keep the drivers cool, and that is one of the most serious thing that can affect any driver, because the driver is the brain of the whole cockpit there. You want to keep his or her head cool, because the temperatures does build, especially when you're not moving that car at all. There's no wind coming in through those NACA ducts and piping through. Some of them even have their helmets tacked onto those ducts to provide fresh air coming in. All right, Thunder rolling out onto the exit path there for the end of the pit row. Yeah, I gotta agree with T-Bolt there on YouTube land. He says, sadly, no NSX. I was looking forward to that NSX, actually. But, hey, T-Bolt, at least you gotta say that, you know, there is a new vehicle out there, the BMW, right? That's a new something new for TSS as well. So that's something to look forward to. The readout here, Mr. Nandy Dandy, Chang C and Sunjay. Chang now in the hot seat, number 13. What's that called? I don't know if that's a wrap or not. But do you think that's a wrap? Yeah, that's probably a wrap. I mean, these people probably can't afford to spray paint the car every time they have a dent or a scratch, right? So, anywho. Yeah, rounding out 8 cars will be on grid, leading the way. Currently will be Chang, now sitting pretty there. Number 13, Nadapong will be the number 19, earlier padded by Manat. And GT3 qualifying round 2 underway. You can hear the horns blaring out there. Absolute Racing, get ready to go racing right there for you. First out, Akash and Marcus for 25 and 55. Let's keep their eyes, keep our eyes open, wide open for them. Marcus also hailing out of Germany. Earlier was shotgunning with Vincent. 55 now on the outlap. 65, Dominic. We'll be piloting the Aston. 65, Kandasak, Kusiri, number 89. Early on, driving that car was Waterwit. And replacing Chun is Junsun on the outlap. Number 91, only one representing GT3 AM class. And all he's got to do is make sure he makes it to the finish line for all the races to solidify his position for the podium win. Fresh new Hunt Cooks installed, but they do want to warm up the tires, weaving left and right to max. Aside from the pit walk, which is great times for everybody to come down and enjoy and get a closer look at the racing cars and the specs, you're also going to have what they call a safari activity out on Sunday. And that's basically when you get a sort of like a drive around. They drive you around, actually. You don't drive around. Sort of in this tram car going around the track, get an idea of what this track is like from a driver's perspective. That's for the VIP guests as well as some members of the press. We do want to get our press time here. That's tomorrow on Sunday from 10 a.m. And of course, don't forget, get your shirts out of Imane. They have their booth selling a number and a variety of their souvenir shirts. You get some merch while you're here. All right, folks, the track is now heating up. Whitewell, 134, both leading the way. Akash and Marcus, they're like a blink of a second away from each other. Kantasak trailing behind now. He's dropping down like a brick. And no pun intended here at Brick, but hey, Kantasak dropped down to 5th position because taking his place is Johnson and Dominic. We're not talking about Toretto here. 65 machine, Mr. Dominic is in a 4th position now. This is awesome. But I'm sure Kandasak is not going to let that slide. It is still early in the game. Well, give or take 10.5 minutes left to go. Uh-oh. A little oopsie daisy. Number 89 here. Looks like team manager reports, has to report to race control. Surprisingly, Johnson is in the middle of the pack there, 4th position. And remember, he's the only one, well, him and his partner there, is the only one that's the only car there representing AM class. Now pushed up to 3rd position, the number 91. I'm going to keep my eye on this car. You know, he doesn't have to be all the way up front, because being the only one for AM class, he's going to get that position no matter what. Unless, of course, you know, car bogs down or whatnot. Maybe I should knock on wood right now. But anyway, he's the car that car is the one to watch right now, number 91. AM class. And the time there for that car is doing a 136. So that's keeping it within the ballpark range. Meanwhile, Kantasak not pushing the pedal as much as he should there. Only 140. That's like way back there in times. I'm wondering if that's because of mechanical issues or whatnot. But that seems to be the only explanation as to why he's going so slow. And if you're wondering, you know, what happened to number 26 and 13, well, they haven't done a lap yet. That's why. So, currently, only 6 on the track. All right, check this number out. 256 on the VMAX, right? And that goes to Natapong Hall, Hong Kong. That's the number 19. But what I said earlier on, and every year, is that the fastest VMAX does not equate the fastest one on the track. For that, you have to have consistency and a smooth entrance and exit out of the turns. Man, oh man, gotta love them tasty snacks and treats. Brought to you in part by the wonderful staff here. Woo. All right, what's the blinkers on for number 89? Kantasak. I think he's now pushing the go button now. Probably signaling up front. Hey man, make way for me. They've already done 4 laps already, and the guys down there by the GR crew is looking with eagle eyes out at their machine. That's okay. Well, we got a doppelganger in the crew. Now, folks, I do read the comments, and we are reading the comments here. Oh, now we're also getting Facebook feeds. That's great. Folks, in case you don't know, we are live and broadcasting live here from Thailand, from Buriram, on YouTube channel and Facebook. Check us also on the ThailandSuperSeries.net. Also on the Facebook page, Thailand Super Series, if you don't know. Also, YouTube, all you got to do is just search the Thailand Super Series 2023 and you'll find us. And in case you tuned in and it's not in English, then you've got Johnny's Room. That's right, they're doing their commentary with Gao in the Thai section, while Lord Siri and Jimmy will be in the English section. Ingles. Car number 13 just got time canceled. Lap 3. And none other than the track limits exceeded. Absolutely beautiful. That's an absolute racing car right there for you. Audi. That blue is seared to my mind there. It's a beautiful color. Sometimes, you know, the color of the car does make a difference, especially to the spectators and the commentators. Makes it a little bit more, how should I say, entertaining. Anyway, 55 ducks into pit row as well as Akash Nandy. Number 25 goes into pit row just now. GT3 Pro Class leader of the pack. And out from Germany, Marcus drives it into pit row. 55 already getting a 134.314. Good times indeed. Chang for GT3 Pro Class. In the 13 machine, riding in third position with a 134.45 Zippo. You know, sometimes out in the commentary booth, you feel like you're at NASA. You got all these screens looking left and right. Yeah, it's everything's on the table here. Time left to go, 3:30. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I should say. Whoopsie daisy, car number 13, lap 4 just got canceled for the times. For lap 4, exceeding track limits. So, unfortunately, car number 13, who was doing pretty well with Mr. Cheng in the hot seat right there, number 13, did a 134.851. He was trying to inch up to 134.7, I believe. But that's not in the cards right now. So, he's got to be careful. Keep all 4 tracks within the limits. It's as if Hankook is saying, hey, keep all 4 tracks on the track because I love the track, man. Dominic going in to see family there at 65 in pit row. Dominic drives it into pit row. GT3 Pro Class in 5th position, by the way. It does a 135.371. Now, what's interesting is all of these machines here for the GT3 class, they all have similar times. And, you know, being just a hair of a way between each other in terms of what they're getting for best time and best laps, that puts them at a different position on the grid, the start. Climbing out of the car right there, number 91, Johnson. BMW. Currently, time is 136.889 for Johnson, number 91. So he's going to be sitting way there in the back. Escola, proud partner right here for this GT3 class qualifying round, and of course for the racing as well. Only one left on the track now is Chang, number 13, buzzing around with that blue Audi GT3 R8. Will the time for him push beyond .851? They're all in the 134s. But will it be under 851? Waiting to see. And that's it. He pulls right into pit row. And that ends it for qualifying round 2. And you know what that means, folks? That means the end of qualifying sessions for a Saturday morning is done with for today, and we're getting ready to go racing pretty shortly. So stay tuned for some good old action here on Thailand Super Series. Coming up, we have the first race of the day with Thailand Super Compact, 9:40 a.m. We'll be right back, folks. This is Lord Siri Boon Me, over and out. Ching. There should be a movie about us.
In a cage.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I hate it when they do that. They cut to black and we don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, boy. Oh, Mike. Mike. มาแล้วเสียบไงอะ
ไม่มีขาใช่ไหม
ไม่มีขาหรอขา
มีเสียบยังไงตรงไหนยังไง
ไวเลสคุย
เจอกันอีกสักทีจะ ไม่จบปีนี้ผมคิดว่าดีเจบิ๊กทำการบ้านมาได้ดี
พี่ดามองเกมสุดสัปดาห์นี้ยังไงบ้างทั้งเวทที่1แล้วก็เวทที่2ของ Thailand Super Compact เพราะว่าอย่างแรกเลยนักแข่งใหม่ๆก็มีการจับคู่ขึ้นมาเป็นทีมใหม่อย่างที่2ครับไลน์อัพจากเดิมเนี่ยอย่างพี่น้องธนภาสุขนะครับก็ขยับไปอยู่ในทีมที่มันมีความเรียกว่า reliability ของตัวรถที่มั่นคงมากจริงๆอย่างไวเกมมอเตอร์สปอร์ตแล้วธนโรจน์ก็มาจับคู่กับชัยพลเจียมวิจิตรที่คนนึงเร็วคนนึงเก๋าและคนที่แบบเซอร์ไพรส์สุดๆก็คือทางด้านของขจรศักดิ์นาฏสงขลาและสิ่งสำคัญในสุดสัปดาห์นี้คือสภาพอากาศที่มันร้อนระอุมากๆมันจะส่งผลยังไงบ้างครับ
คือเอาเป็นว่าทายนะบ่อยครั้งก็ทายผิดเหมือนกันเนาะ
ครับ
เอาเป็นว่าผมคิดว่าขจรศักดิ์น่ากลัวมากนะครับดีเจบิ๊กถ้าแก้ปัญหาได้เป็นเรื่อง
แต่สิ่งที่
YK Motorsport 2 คันผมมั่นใจว่า consistency มีแน่นอนนะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นขจรศักดิ์นาฏสงขลานะครับหรือจะเป็นดีเจบิ๊กนะครับรวมถึง2 YK นะครับเร็วแน่นอน4คนนี้ยังไงก็อยู่หัว
ครับส่วนจะมีตัวแปรสำคัญตัวสอดแทรกคนอื่นๆหรือไม่นั้นก็เดี๋ยวเราไปชมกันในการด้วยกันครับ
ครับ
Okay, we are back with Be Quick Thailand Super Series 2023. This is the first round of 2023 for TSS. Up next is the Super Compact Race 1. Pit exit is open now, so we are waiting for all the cars. There are 18 cars altogether in this class to come around on the starting grid. This is the race queen from Thailand Super Series. It's a must for race, for motorsports.
Yeah, that's a definite must there for a lot of people out there. But you got to keep an open mind and, keep your eyes focused on those tires. I see a lot of round stuff. You know? All kidding aside, folks, welcome back. Thailand Super Series. You might be hearing two different voices out there. No, I'm not Pamped Up Miami or not ventriloquist out here, but we do have Jimmy and Mark in the house here. Glad to be here for you for Thailand Super Series, as this is the first race for this season. Yeah. So we're having a good start here. Let's have hope for the best of the best for all the racers out there. 18 cars all together, folks.
Right.
Thailand Super Compact underway. Pit exit is now open. Race numero uno is up for grabs.
This year for Be Quick Thailand Super Series, we start up with the race in Buriram, Chang International Circuit, Buriram Province. And then we will have Bang San GP, right? And all the big guys, supercars, GTM, GT3 will go visit Sepang, Malaysia.
Ooh.
And the support race for F1, Singapore.
All right.
So stay tuned for all the action.
I'm excited for that as well, and but the race season is a long stretch, so everybody's got to keep their pacing on. The momentum for every race is important,
right?
And it's not just for this one race, but for the whole season. As Jimmy just mentioned, of course, we're looking forward to Sepang, Malaysia, and Singapore as well. Singapore is a support too. So, but it's all important. It's all in the season. So here we go. Overview of Brick here. 12 corners, as you can see.
3 sectors.
3 sectors, very good there. And also, I mean, I like turn 3 the most and turn
Right.
12.
Right,
you know?
right.
Because turn 3, that's a hair-raising turn right there. It's a big old U-turn. But turn 12, if you look at the angle of the corner there, that's extreme, and then it just leads out into a long turn 1 and 2 for the long stretch back to turn 3 again. So that's why turn 12 and turn 3 to me is my favorite. I don't think it's one of the favorites for the guys out there, but it provides an obstacle.
Yeah, the top speed will measure at the turn 3. And this circuit is 4.554 kilometers.
Yeah, it's a long ways to go.
Yep.
I mean, if you take into account that these guys are going to be going at it for what? How long? An hour?
Yeah, an hour.
Yeah, plus a lap. So that means if you do the math, right, and the Vmax for this track is like what, 200 above.
Right.
Well, actually for the top cars, but
Right.
for the small cars they're like 150, 160. You can actually calculate how many kilometers they've been driving today.
Right.
Anyway, tires of the choice, Ventus Z207 by Han Cook, one of our sticky adversaries here on the track. Thank you to Han Cook Tires for providing. Beautiful view over above. I don't think there's going to be a lick of rain today. What do you think?
Hope not.
Hope not.
I don't know. Some drivers, they are fast in rain.
Really?
Yeah, they are fast in rain, and then some drivers cannot drive in rain. So that's gonna be like a changer.
Wow,
if
the
it's
game
rain.
changer. Yeah. Well, that's actually interesting. I never thought of it that way, actually. I thought that, once the rain comes down, the whole crew everybody just slows down. But then you're right. Everybody has their high points and low points, and rain might be one of a secret weapon,
Right.
as you can say. Somebody's trying to break into our dungeon here. But yeah, if you are coming down here to Buriram, make your way. The grandstand is open for everyone to see here, and of course, there's a lot of activities going around the field as well as food stalls and food vendors for those of you that are wanting to taste the sensory pleasures of Thailand. We want to welcome everybody to the Be Quick Thailand Super Series 2023. And here's Goody. Let's see what he has to say down there on the track.
รถยนต์ทางเรียบที่ใหญ่ที่สุดในอาเซียนนะครับกับการแข่งขัน Thailand Super Series 2023 ครับ
And what Mr. Goody is saying that he's welcoming everybody to Buriram at Chang International Circuit.
Right. This is the first event for Big Quick Thailand Super Series. We're about to start first race 1 for Super Compact.
And as usual, Goody's going to go over to, I guess, the first few cars over there to see what the drivers are going to say and what their tactics are.
Right.
And man, oh man, he's pillared by 4 beauties right there. He's going to check out Mr. Boy first. Mr. Kajon Sak.
ท้องฟ้าแจ่มใสนักแข่งเป็นอย่างไรสวัสดีครับพี่บอยครับเป็นอย่างไรบ้างครับสำหรับเปิดฤดูกาล
And how are you, Mr. Kajon Sak?
ดีครับ
Good.
Yeah, he's
That's what
basically
he said.
saying, I'm good, man. And I can see underneath his Balavika, he's smiling and he's in good spirits.
แข่งกับสนามกับรายการใหญ่ระดับอาเซียนระดับนี้นะฮะเป็นยังไงบ้างครับ
And basically, how does it feel for this racing season, for this year? And he's moving from a touring car to compact, so it's pretty much a new feeling here. He's prepared his car pretty well, and to combat with the hot temperatures.
ก็ตอนนี้ก็เมื่อก่อนเป็น NA ตอนนี้เอามาใส่เทอร์โบ
Before it was an NA machine, now it's a turbo. So there's obviously going to be a difference in setup, mechanical, telemetry, and the way he drives the machine as well.
ทำความเร็วเป็นยังไงบ้างครับ
สนามช้างก็ค่อนข้างสนุกแล้วก็ปลอดภัย
And he says that Chang International Circuit here is very fun. Got a lot of challenging turns and corners. And there are some turns that he likes that he doesn't like. So,
ติดตามดูรายการนี้นะครับ
and of course, please cheer for him. It's not that often that you're going to see him in such a small car, but these guys are, they're treating each vehicle as if it is, their spaceship.
He's probably one of the drivers that been in motorsport for maybe over 20 years.
Yeah. Talk about a veteran right there.
Right.
And man, oh man, look at it from above. We're not talking from a blimp here. That's probably a UAV there, a drone shot. Mr. Chaya, number 33, got a good time for qualifying in second position. How do you feel? He's happy to be here.
Yeah, he's happy to be here. And he will do his best for this race.
And Goody's saying, say a little bit about your cars. As he's racing a CRZ, a Honda. And he's going to be duking out on the track for 60 minutes. So please cheer for Chaya. He started off with go-karting.
A lot of racers starting from go-karting. Just like F1 driver.
Yeah. It's actually, it's a good foundation, by the way. And he had a great start with go-kart. And now he's in the eco machines. And it looks like it's time for him to pack up his speech there. And please cheer for him. Chaya about to get going there for number 33. Goody trying to make it over to number 24. See if they can do with Thanathorn. That's Film. Tag teaming with Jirapat.
Both drivers are from karting, go-kart too. So
Karting.
they just came up to be in the big cars.
What's his strategy? I'm just going to go. That's what he says. And of course, cheer his team right there for you. He's going to be like a Thai pepper, chili pepper.
For Thailand Super Compact will be 1 hour race plus 1 lap. So
60 minutes, and Goody's throwing it back to us. Once again, you can see the fanfare hasn't yet simmered down yet. Got a few more minutes before the flags and banners make their way away from the track for safety reasons and get the show started. I thought I saw a dog. No, that was something on wheels on the side. Okay. All right. Here's a shot of the roster for you. Number 4, up and center, Kajon Sak. No, that's not him. This one right here with the helmet on. Yes, Kajon Sak Naso Class. Zawadi Krap, a wonderful veteran. Out for his car right there, number 4. Number synonymous with him. Here's Liquid Moly in the CRZ. Chaya, number 33. For you, sitting in second position.
from M&M Racing Team.
M&M.
Not the candy though. But,
No, but it does make me hungry.
It's his name, M&M.
Yeah. Alrighty, coming over to film, I guess, Thanathorn, and later on, shotgunning with Jirapat. Number 24.
From Nexter BBG, Baby Boss Garage Racing.
Yep. Man, is he fatting himself down. It must be really hot. Here's number 95 for you. Budamon. Wow. Serious.
From YK Motorsport, BBR by Sanoco.
Billionaire Boy Racing.
Two brothers.
He's got that visor down like a spaceman.
Just getting
Thumbs
ready.
up right there for ya. Tanarut, number 14.
Same team, YK Motorsport.
Yeah. Coming up. Oh, nickname Gui Cheng.
Yeah, Kitipan Pai Jaran.
Wadi Krap. The Thai way to greet. For those of you tuning in, this is Thailand. Sawadi Krap and the Sawadi Y is one of the most important things you can do here in Thailand.
Yep.
Aki, riding in number 93, 7th position down the row.
From Frotron Nexter Racing Team.
Nexter seems to be all over the place here.
Yep.
Heads up, number 65 for ya. Chanan Chicha.
Female driver from
That's
Insane Motorsport.
Yes. Equal opportunity sports. Everybody has a chance.
Last year she was in Super Eco. This year moved up to Super Compact.
She's moving on up. 15 machine. Tanawatt, single driver.
From Idemitsu Racing Team.
Maybe we should start calling them bachelor drivers. Number 57, Atani. Oh no, actually that's Pimpon.
From Nampan Buriram.
Pimpon switch around. They got his name listed on the switcheroo here. Atani is supposed to be the second driver, I guess. They made a last minute switch ditch. We ran out of time for the grid rundown there for you, but Jira Wood should be coming up next with Kirati and Not Done. Look at that stance. That's the real stance for you folks.
Fitment King.
Yeah, good.
That was Kajonsak Naksongkra in his Ford Fiesta.
I'm usually used to seeing him in a bigger car, but obviously, you know, for him, racing is racing. It doesn't matter what car you're in. He's out there to be number one. Thailand Super Compact, brought to you in part by UTA. That's Utapao for you folks.
It's a small airport.
Yeah, a landing strip.
Yeah, in
Out
Sattahip province in Thailand.
out in the boondocks. But it is a great logistical position to bring in your stuff here, especially if you're bringing containers, I believe, right? Okay, here, folks, is the starting grid. First up, Kajonsak Nasongkla, followed by Chaya in second. Third would be Tadaton, and fourth, Chaya But. Chanyabut, I'm sorry. Fifth up in Tanarot, and sixth, Chontanit.
Chontanit, yes.
Seventh is Aki, and eighth, we got a female driver there. Ninth, Tanawit, and 10th, Pimpon. 11th, Jirawut, and 12th,
Kirati.
There you go. 13 ring down the line, Nadon Atapong next, and 15th going with Puapon. 16th, Nut. 17th, Atapon, and last is Pudnapat. Man, these Thai names are really bogging me down here.
Lucky that we don't have to read their
Thai
last
version.
name too.
Yeah, jeez. You think, after all these years, and I'm Thai.
Very hard because all Thai's name and last name are long. Very long. So.
I remember back in the days when I was in school, it took teachers 8 years to get my names right.
You can't even fit your name and last name in the driver license.
I might as well have failed all the exams because it took me so long just to write my name on the exam sheet, so yeah. So folks out there, if you have a Thai kid, do them a favor. Give them a shorter name. Why don't you?
Call them JJ or TJ or something.
Give them a letter,
Yeah.
So true. And we're speaking the truth today. Hallelujah. Okay, folks, before they get back to the starting line, obviously, I give a shout out to Wonderful Sports Authority of Thailand, the SAT, National Sports Development Fund as well, TAT, out in the house, with the Tourism Authority of Thailand and RAAT as well, Royal Automobile Association of Thailand under the royal patronage, of course. And of course, you can't forget Be Quick. they're in the house as well. Toyota Motors Thailand Company Limited, as well as Arto, Thai Beverage Public Company Limited for Est Cola, Ranix Global PTE, bringing in Hankook, Utapao. We just mentioned them, and of course, they're very famous for this series right here. Apollo Thailand for Idemitsu, and Sport Invest. DZE Asia PTE Limited and JS Asia Beverage. I still am waiting for my juice nest to come up here. And Miyagi Motorsports in the house as well for ETS Racing Fuel. Yeah, you don't want to put S in there. SCH Industry Company for their Nexter. And as they're coming around the bend for turn 12, get ready for the green. Gotta mention Panarevo, ECU Shop, and Imade. Get ready to rumble, folks. Here we go. And all lights are off. Let's race them, folks. Green. Kajon Sak already making his move.
Pole position in this race, but got took over by car number 24.
Uh-oh. Coming out of pit roll. Last of the pack, 19, makes his way around on the outlap. Not done. Takes it easy. Path out the outlap. But, okay, Kajonsak takes back control out in turn 3 here for the Yui. But on the inside, who do we have? 24. On the inside lane. That's why the apex lane is really crucial. Check out this side-by-side action. Kajonsak Na Songkla not lying down on his butt there. He's going to go for it.
Look like Kajonsak, his car is fast on the straightaway.
Definitely.
But car number 24 is fast in the corner.
And this is where it's going to get interesting because out in Brick, you know that these 12 corners is what's going to kill it there for Kajonsak Na Songkla. He's looking into his rearview mirror and he's seeing that little 24 coming at him really strong. And he's coming up with a lot of speed into these corners. So I wonder how much speed is he carrying into the corner before he hits the brakes.
Right.
Sector 3 time would be 44.535. Still held on by Kajonsak Na Songkla. So it's interesting why the numbers are still stuck there at 44.762 for Sector 2 for number 24 there, Thanathorn. Now, as you can see, the straightaway, Kajonsak makes his getaway.
Now, if Mark, if you were car number 24,
Yeah.
would you trying to chase the lead car or you trying to block the the rear car?
Man, my rear end right now is getting hot for that 24 right there because that Sunoco's inching away, looking to bite. I hope they don't bump. Yeah, definitely. No, that ground is being lost. The battle now is into second position right now, second and third. They're trying to battle that out now. As you can see, the camera guys are looking into the second, third, and fourth position. Now look, making the inside jump. In fourth position. Taking over Sunoco. Oh, going a little too wide. Sunoco was pressured out and makes his way a little bit out on the width of that track there.
Right now car number 93
Aki
coming up to third position.
So Aki makes his move into third. That was a good strategy coming into the apex, coming on the inside line. Sort of pushed the number 14 out a little bit.
Right.
But man, Kajonsak is nowhere to be seen on the screen.
Like I said, Kajonsak is fast on the straightaway, so he got his speed from turn 12 to turn 3. That advantage of his car, got the lead, trying to make gaps from first and second position.
But you know, every year, I mean, I don't want to say this to jinx Mr. Kajonsak, obviously, but every year I've seen that he's always, making that stretch longer and longer. But then he also sometimes, runs into mechanical issues.
Right.
So the name of the game for him would be trying to, save his car as much as possible and maintain the momentum while trying to get the checkered flag. Kajonsak way out in front, 2 laps already under his belt. Thanaton in second with a 24, 93, moving up into the list here. Aki Tanarot drops it down in the number 14. Took a whoopsie-doo on the wide out angle, but now side by side here. Let's see. Chaya moving up in 5th position, number 33. So top 5 drivers right there for you. And if we see the gapage, first and second car, Kajon Saks bought himself almost a 1.5 second gap, which to you might sound not a lot, right? Yeah. To us lay people, not a lot, but for them, hey, that's a whole heap.
And he got the best lap of overall is by 1 minute and 57.543 seconds.
Yeah. Now, if we check that out on the stats, right, we can see that the number 24 on the last lap almost identical, well, almost copied that same lap time, 157.859. So Kajon Sak still has to be wary of what Thanaton is going to do.
Right.
The number 24. Wow, look at this. Oh.
This is a group of 3rd to 7th position trying to battle it out and trying to get that 3rd position.
So everybody's trying to vie for position 3, trying to get a hold of Aki right there.
All right.
But it is not easy, especially going through those turns there side by side. That means it screws up your driving line. And when that happens, it's not the optimal carrying speed into the corner. And by this time, pit window will be open, by the way. CBS at 10:24 a.m., obviously.
AM Thailand.
Now, if we said PM, they'd be like, what? We're not racing 24 hours here. Oh, boy. Folks, don't forget, drop a like, share, comment, subscribe. YouTube channel, we are out and open right here. You can drop a comment here as we are also reading the rosters and list here. Also on the Facebook feed as well on Thailand Super Series. You can find us on the thailandsuperseries.net. Let's see what Gitipan is doing. Drops down another notch in 7th position now, the number 59. Gotta make a move there. That's a way big gap. Top 5 drivers are as follows. Kajon Sak, Thanaton, Aki, Tadarot, and Chaya. Here's 57 for you.
57 is in 12th position.
Man, Atani. Boy.
Into the turn 5 and 6th. With car number 65, female driver, in the rearview mirror.
It's all about the skill set and how they prepared for this. And I'm sure on the off season, everybody's, obviously setting up their cars, but also mentally trying to challenge themselves and maybe even doing a virtual run around the lap in their heads, but nothing as compared to the real thing when it comes down to racing. Man, look at the size of that spoiler, the airfoil in the back there, huh? It's really up there. If that was on the streets in Thailand, the police would call you out. Driver's registers and license plates.
I hate that word.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. But out here, you can whoop, whoop all you want, folks. Actually, we got some crowds cheering for them from afar. And make your way down here to Buriram, if you please. Oh, careful, going a little too wide there. You think that's a little too wide?
Yep.
Man.
That will be probably get worn by the stewards.
Aki, gotta be careful, dude.
That's car number 59, warning, black and white flag, exceeding track limits.
Yeah, 59. นิติพันธ์
So for first-time viewers, what is pit window open?
Oh, I know. Can I answer?
Go ahead, Mark.
No. So the CPS compulsory pit stop is when it is deemed by the track officials to have the first pit open, and they all have to come in no matter what. And it has to be that they have to come in. If they don't come in and they miss their pit for that certain amount of time,
10 minutes around?
yeah, 10 minutes,
yeah.
they will be docked and penalized for it. And the reason why is because it's really a balance of, the racing.
Right.
Because you don't want to have, added ballast or anything. That would screw up the physical aspect of the racing car, right? So what they do is the balance of power, right? So they want to have equal opportunity. So if you have different license grade drivers for each of the cars, and some of these folks are tandem setup here.
Right.
So they would get time added on, accordingly to what the listing is or the status of the driver is. And if you're also a single driver, you get additional time added to it. For someone like Chaya, the number 33?
33.
Yeah, he would get an extra time added on because they don't have to spend so much time fiddling around with the car, setting it up for another driver. So,
Right.
so just to even the game, and that was done so that everybody has a fair chance of winning. So I think that's a genius move and a good decision. And I think a lot of the drivers had agreed upon this, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in the race. Duh. So as we speak, 10:24, the time to be. So that's approximately, 14 and a half minutes away. All these folks will have the option to come on in and dive in. Now, they don't all have to dive in at the same time. So they can take their time as long as they're within that 10-minute gap.
They didn't come in like last 30 seconds.
That's right. So that's also a strategy, a move. So if somebody has, like, for example, a higher driver status, you don't want the guy with the more experience to be coming in too fast.
Right.
You want to milk it, get him or her for all they've got, so to speak.
And right now, Kajon Sakna Songkla, the leader, his best lap is 156.534.
Yeah.
Fastest in this class right now.
Might as well say he's to the moon right now. To the moon. Might as well give him a Bitcoin or type of coin, whatever. There he goes.
Here's the
What a
leader.
sight to see.
Number 4 in his Ford Fiesta Turbo.
The one thing about that turbo is if he's gunning it all he's got, he's going to cause a lot of heat.
Right.
Heat issue. And that's every time for him, he's got to make sure he controls that heat. Otherwise, he's not going to finish.
Because I'm pretty sure this year, a lot of car will have heat problem.
Yeah.
Because of the weather in Thailand right now. It's very hot.
I thought it was just me. I thought it was me putting on extra weight or something, and I was feeling the extra heat. But no, I mean, we check out the temperatures. That is a serious thing. We see leaves fall out of the tree a little bit earlier this year, and so this actually means for the drivers, for the mechanical issue at least, hot air takes away the power of the engine. You got less oxygen in the air, so less oxygen means less boom boom, if you know what I mean. There were number 24 right there, rounding about. Third position, drop it down a notch, Tanaton. Because Chaya is up in front, so I guess we now know who is in third position there. And Chaya solidifies second.
We have to see if number 24 here can catch up. But right now he dropped down to third position. 33 Shaya passed him to second place.
I was actually hoping to see some, side-by-side action.
Just first lap, that's it.
Yeah. But it actually would get interesting because later on I thought that maybe toward the back end of the row or the grid, you might see some of those three enter into a corner. not this time around. That's interesting. So everybody's keeping a clean race. And, you know, I guess they have a good chance of going with their own driving lines, too.
Because this is the 1 hour race. So every team have their own plans. You know, how to keep the car safe, to keep the tires. You know.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to go losing a bumper now and screwing up with your aero, you know. And you know, some people might actually say, "What's the big deal? You lose a lip, you lose a, you know." But it does make a big deal. Imagine sticking your hand out the window going at 200 or 150, whatever the kilometers are, and you could feel the force of the wind.
Right.
So all that is acting against these drivers, and it's a make or break situation for them. They lose an aero part, that's the end for them, so to speak. Oh, a warning goes up for none other than number 57. Still, black and white flag, track limits exceeded.
57 Atani with track limits.
Now, he's already down by 15 positions, so he's got to ship shape up here. Otherwise, he's going to be stuck under the 10th position belt there.
We haven't seen Toyota in this class for a long time. This is the new Yaris from Toyota. Toyota Team Thailand trying to improve, you know, development the new Yaris to be in the race for super compact class.
It looks like we have a late exit there off on the track there. Will he make it into back on the track, or is there engine problems? CRZ seems to be bogging down there. No smoke out the back. What the heck is going on?
Car number 55.
And comes to a rolling start. No, sorry, rolling stop. That's a backward there for you. 55. Not looking good. Kirati. Might as well say bye-bye for now. Hopefully he can restart, but let's see what happens. Meanwhile, Kajan Sak all alone. Cue that song. Lonely. I feel so lonely. I have nobody all of my own. That's what he's feeling right now, folks. Kajan Sak to the moon.
If he can start the car by himself, he can rejoin the race.
Right.
But if the marshal touches the car,
That's it.
that's it.
Game
You're
over.
out.
Kirati. Wow. You know, maybe we spoke a little too soon. Maybe it was a heat issue.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could
I mean,
be.
You
could
never
be.
know.
Could be.
When a car dies, all of a sudden, you know, you think a few things. I don't see any leaks on the floor either. That was the first thing I was looking for. And I didn't see any oils or reservoir, water, nothing. It could be a heat issue.
See, that's it. The marshal touches the car and trying to push the car out
Kaput.
off the track.
Oh, well. So, adios, 455. And on with the show for the rest of the folks here with almost getting over to pit open soon at 10:24.
Yep, 10:24.
T-Bolt, you said it right there, folks. T-Bolt, our YouTube comment there says that Ford Fiesta is way too fast on the straight. Yes, indeed, it is. And the proof is in the numbers.
But like I said, the race is not over yet. So, and this year is very hot, hotter than other years. So all the cars, the race engineer have to plan, you know, to build their cars to go through this heat and finish the car and get that checkered flag.
You know, one of the indicators that that shows how much heat and wear and tear on the cars is shown through the tires.
Right.
See, once they go back into pit road, the engineers and the crew can actually see, oh my goodness, look at this. The tires are shredding a little bit too early. And it's already, you know, this and this so-and-so lap and whatnot. So judging by the condition of these tires, no matter how good the tires are, no matter if it's coming from Hankook itself, you got to actually pay attention to these minute details as to how the track is, you know, treating these cars under the heavyweight. Well, I wouldn't say heavy, but because these are pretty much flyweights, but it's still on an amount of weight on strain with the heat of the weather conditions. And this is not normal driving for you. It's not driving Miss Daisy out here. So everything counts. And okay, let's check 34 out. About to play catch up here. 34 out and about.
34 right now, coming up in like 6th position.
Yeah. Trying to go up against that Sunoco, who just went a little bit wide there, but still four tires on track. So was a good save.
For car number 24, start at 3rd position. Right now, he dropped down to 8th. I think have to wait for the car to come around to the finish line to see what position he's in.
Aha, and he's already on the inside line there. Being pushed out. No, pushing the Sunoco out side by side, coming into the starting line again. Edging up, here we go. Makes a pass.
Number 34 is in 6th position. 24 is in 7th. Dropped down to 7th.
So let's see what 24 is going to do. Tanaton, will he lay down for this or take it back? But it seems that Tanaton's got bigger issues to worry about. Put him on right behind him. Or should I say in front now? You see, everything's up for change. Change is good. It'd be boring if it was the same thing, round and round we go.
14 get the inside line. But let's see from turn 3 to turn 4 who will get to turn 4 first.
We'll duke it out here. Tanarot still up there in 5th. And it looks like the Sunoco is sitting at bay, waiting in the back there. The corner speed not looking too fast as I thought it would be, though. Punapat is going to keep it there. Now probably eyeballing Tanarot up in front.
On number 34 from the back. Right now he's trying to gain position. Got the lead in front of car number 24 and trying to make that gap between car number 24.
The one thing good about being in the back of somebody, I mean, you got to look at the bright side of everything, right?
Nah.
Silver lining. And the silver lining for 24 is, hey, I'm on the back, but at least I got the slipstream.
I mean, yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, because 34 is up against a brick of air.
Right.
And that to him is making it a little bit hard to follow up to the 59 machine up front. Oh, a little tussle there. That's like a car show for you. I think it was a spin out there, right?
Yep.
You have to check out the replay.
Yeah, if we have the replay.
If we do have it from V6, who's doing a wonderful job covering this session here so far. Uh-oh. 24, 34, who will it be? Let's check the replay on that earlier tussle.
92 and 65. 65 coming in
On the
inside
inside line. And touch the back and round he goes. You saw it there, folks. It was just a little bit of a touch. Don't they have a name for that tactic for the police?
Yeah.
LAPD?
Pit maneuver.
It was a pit maneuver.
Right now, 65 coming into the pit and trying to fix their front bumper.
Got tagged up a bit, I guess. No, they're not letting out some steam. Then they're going to need a little more than tape there. Hook that up. Oh, man. A little bit of a drama so far.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, looking at less than a minute and a half before pit window will open for the CPS compulsory pit stop.
That was fast.
Yeah, time flies, buddy. When you're having fun. You know, I used to kid with my son. My son's always asking me, why these cars are going so fast, Dad? Mm-hmm. And I tell him they really need to use the bathroom. And they're trying to all make it to pit row.
Right.
And whoever gets to pit first, want to use the bathroom first? All kidding aside, folks, no. These guys are serious as can be. Kajon Sak up front and still moving it. And don't forget, Kajon Sak is a single driver. He's not set up with anybody else.
Yeah.
So he's going to be sitting a little bit longer in the pit road, but he's bought a big gap there. What was it, 16 seconds? That's like a lifetime in racing time, right? So up against Chaya, who's also a single driver, number 33. So these two are going to be duking it out after CPS.
John Sock said, "This is my car. I built it, so I'm gonna drive it by myself."
Yeah. Well, there you go. Look at him, proud. What's he doing outside the car? Oh no, just cool. I'm doing this by remote. PTT slapped right on the side, folks. One of the good guys here and also sponsors of the game. All right, folks, here it goes. Pit window is open. Yes, open for business.
We'll be closed at 10:34. 10 minutes gap.
So, who do you think's going in pit row first? It's anybody's call.
Yeah.
Now, okay. No, Kajon Sak was teasing us just a bit. Going a little wide. I thought he was going to duck right in, but no, not at that speed. Because if you enter at that speed, that's a boo-boo.
Right now he got the lead, so he's probably trying to
Stretch it a little more, right? Yeah.
And that like around 8 minutes to go.
So it'd be interesting to find out who goes in pit first.
Right.
And with every open, there's going to be a close. The closing time for CPS, as Jimmy just mentioned, at 10:34. So they're given exactly 10 minutes just to make or break back in pit road. And we got one already in the pit road, number 24. Hanaton decides to drive right on in. Jirapat will be taking his place. And hopefully they do a quick switcheroo. Look how fast they go in. Jump in, reset the car just for him. See, every driver has their requirements. I also thought once in a while that if they have like a tandem setup driver, and if they got somebody same size, same height, same weight, it'd be actually a lot faster set up the car.
It would be a lot easier.
Yeah, but if you have somebody like Lurch from the Adams family, like the tall dude, and then you have a short guy, it's gonna be crazy setting up that car for two drivers and take up all that time.
Right.
92 gets a drive-through penalty.
92 is the Jira Wood. Wow, good drive-through.
Turn 12.
So can he serve it now or have to serve it? Because he's a driver right now.
That's right.
So he can serve it now and then come back again and then get the come in for a driver's change.
That's a conundrum for me. I can't even figure that out. But it's up to him to figure it out. So obviously when you get when people ask me what is that drive-through penalty? No, they're not coming in for a Happy Meal. They're basically and it's not going to make them happy either. So the drive-through penalty is, think about it. You're gunning the engine. You're trying to make every second count, and suddenly you're slapped on the wrist with a penalty where you have to drive through the pit and at non-high speed. Because what was the speed limit in the pit road? Like what?
Here is 60.
Yeah, 60. So that's gonna really slow you down.
Right. And the rule is in this CPS window open gap, 10 minutes gap, if you get the penalty, you cannot come in and change driver. You have to serve that penalty first and then go around another round and then come in for a driver change in that 10-minute gap.
Yeah, that's a whole load of servings that I'm hearing. It's not to my liking, or to anybody's liking, that is. So the best thing to do is don't make that penalty. I saw on one race, some guy went into the pit row and a little too fast. I think it was like about 2 kilometers way over the 60.
Right.
So the guy had to come back again to do that. So if you do something, do it right the first time. You know, don't make that goof up and muck up the whole situation, throwing your championship season away. Once again, folks, you are tuned into Thailand Super Compact race number 1. First race of the season 2023 for Thailand Super Series. Sitting in the hot seat right here with the commentator booth, Lert Siri and Jimmy, or Mark and Jimmy. Kajan Sak out already? Yes, it is. He is. He's like a UFO. Hard to catch.
He's in his 15 laps. Oh no.
Oh yeah, he's done 15 laps, right? So yeah, I guess he's going for a 16th now.
His best lap is 1.55.
986, yeah. And right behind him, Chaya Mengam. He's in second position, the number 33. Still a big gap difference, though. But hey, second position ain't bad.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Another 30 minutes left.
Well, that is. Yeah, that is open opportunity for everybody. Hey, we got another commentator up in the booth here. Game G in the house. Game G getting a great view here as he is also looking. Actually, he's getting the same view as you folks out there are looking at, the YouTube land and the Facebook land as well. But now we can see in a pit row here.
They put like Vicks.
Are they putting vapor rub in there for you? What? Vicks for everything, man. Vicks for everything. Sooner or later, you're gonna see they put an onion in the foot. Man. Yeah. Some of the stuff I guess is similar to boxing. I guess. Keep them all awake. Why don't you? Aki in the house here, number 93s.
I mean that if it's Vicks, will it go into your eyes?
Well, well, that's why you gotta keep both hands on the steering wheel. You see, my friend. You take one hand off and you go wink, wink. There goes the whole game. Then you see 93 going left and right. No, he's not warming his tires. He's got Vicks in his eyes.
But that probably the driver's choice.
I know.
You probably like that.
What am I seeing here?
Oh wow, what
What
happened?
the heck? Kajan Sak back in the pit row? Oh, he was thirsty. Why didn't he say that in the beginning? No, this dude's cool. He's got enough time. But he doesn't want to make that mistake of being the rabbit and the tortoise.
Right.
Even though he's got a big gap in between Chaya. But he's not in there for taking the drink. No, he's probably in there because he's trying to maybe make, last minute fixes?
Right.
Yeah, so when a driver decides to pit, it's not because, I gotta just come in and take a break. No, it's one of those situations where if the driver deems that something's not right and it's gonna affect him long term for the race,
Right.
he better fix that problem earlier before it catches him in the butt.
This car number 14 in the pit lane. Changing driver. In 5th position right now. But after he go out for another lap, we will see what position he will be in.
That's right, because by the time they're on the out lap, we have to find out if the other drivers like Kajan Sak and Chaya and all those other folks here make it around the bend again.
Right now,
Out lap is Kajan Sak.
is going out for the out laps.
I think I saw on the rear wheel there, it looks like a different type of mag wheel. I don't know why you have a staggered setup. What the heck? Now earlier on, I hope I didn't jinx him. That's where my jinx come in. Earlier on, I did mention that Kajan Sak's name of the game is to try to keep that machine going. He's got the power on the straights, as Jimmy mentioned.
Right.
And it's very evident he's got that power to push him forward. But he's got to keep his car moving. And now we're seeing that he did come into pits to try to do a little fix-a-roo. It's a little questionable at this point. Oops. Little bump in the head there. Disconnect that hose. Why don't you? Arto team pop in the hood. 23. Get a switcheroo on the driver there. 23 in the house.
33 was in
Pulls out a nut right there, yeah.
15 position.
Yeah, so Pong Hut and Nut, the duo. Strap them down.
Oh, what's wrong with Eminem?
Ooh. Chaya, also singer driver. Hey, they're doing little dabs and touch-ups here. Seems to open the hood. Well, at least they didn't have to patch anything up.
He was in first.
Well, he's still in first, though.
But
not for long.
Yeah,
not for long.
Have to see if he's gonna go out again.
I doubt it, though, because at John Stock, he already went out, and it's gonna be really quick when he comes back in. Imagine 33 on the outlap as Kajonsak is coming out.
Right.
Oh, they even have time to do some Windexing. Okay, nice. All right, here comes Kajonsak. Look, 33 not going to be able to make it there because Kajonsak he's coming like thunder and lightning there. Pit window now closed, folks. CPS say bye-bye.
Hopefully, every car came in for the pit window already, so.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay, here we go. Let's see if 33 pick up the pace.
Outlap for Cheyenne, car number 33 and car number 59.
Seems to be solo though. Out in the back is way back there. The traffic is like nobody's gonna compete with him right now though. And now with fresh, clean, slick Ventus F200 tires on, I think they're set to carry the second part of this 1 hour race here. And take a look at the time. Wow, 23 and a half minutes left to go. So, hey, Kajonsak's probably rooting and tooting here. I hope I make it. You can do it. Let's take a look at the back row, shall we? Back behind the fifth position, we got, who do we have? Jira Pat, Tanawat. Uh-oh. A little shove and push there, huh?
Yep. Car number 59 went off the track.
That was clearly evident. All four right off the limits there.
At turn 4, so car number 34 got the inside line and took over.
We're going to have to wait and see the officials saying that, but my eyes don't lie. And it looks like that couple on the track there going through those S's there is about to put up a fight.
Because car number 34, the Black City, was in the back of the grid. But right now he's in 4th position. Let's see, after he passes the line here, what position he will be in.
34 coming in at 3rd.
3rd, yes.
Moving on up.
From 18th position.
So he's the Charger.
Yeah.
The Charger of the pack. Okay, good.
Now, car number 23 was in the pit for, wow, long time.
Yeah. Got that air blower trying to keep the engine nominal condition, not overheating, especially with no airflow up in front. 34 having a little trouble on the side here. Punapat, however, taking on the inside lane, hits the apex on that big UE. Turn 3, exits smooth. Got a little hitchhiker on the back end. 59.
Streaming right now. Can he trying to pass him in turn 5?
Trying for that rubber band move out of the slipstream. Now back in. Not enough to pass. No, he's not going to rubber band yet. And for that slipstream to really work, you really have to be so close to the back end of that car.
Right.
Of whatever car you're following. If you can stick half a car in between them, it's not going to really work. So that last minute ditch before it and rubber band, he's got to be right behind the bumper of that 34 to make it through.
Nice move.
A psych on the inside.
That's a nice move. But 34 will get the inside line.
Coming out of the S's right there on the apex once again. Reviving his position. 34 makes it back to the third. And that tells him, hey, it's time for no more games.
I know.
No more games. 20 to go. 20 minutes to go, folks.
Now that car number 34 knows that 59 wants it.
Yep, and look at him go right here, side by side. Whoa, 59. Push, push, push.
If he can keep the position right here, he will get the inside line on turn 1.
Ah, he does. Take the inside, but
Oh.
ooh, edges right in front of him, 34. But then goes a little bit too wide there. Loses some track momentum.
34 might get the black and white flag warning for exceeding track limits on that turn 1.
That's a possible.
Yeah.
But you know what this means? That's a game right there. And the game right now is 59's putting a mental challenge here on 34.
Right.
And saying, hey, I'm here.
So you look at them two trying to find a racing line.
Yeah. You know what? I'm calling this. The guy in the Sunoco in the back is going to come up. Because both of them are going to mess up.
Right.
See, the thing is, if you have two cars duking it out side by side or right slipstreaming and whatnot, there is a chance for them to mess up both of them, which gives way to the person right behind in the third position.
Yeah, the car number 14 said, I'm
Or
going
fifth position there. Yeah, 14's going to be like, hey, I'm
Oh,
going to
he
take
got
this.
it.
Oh,
He got 59 went off the track, so 14,
and he went out wide, too.
Yeah, 14 came up one position.
But I would almost say almost 2 positions up because he's so close to the back end now of 34. 34 is like, what was that magic trick? How did that car turn into a Sunoco? Check it out, folks. It's as if they have a chain link between all 3 cars. It's like they're dragging each other across the track. Sunoco trying to do a psych out here.
Now that car 34 got 2 cars to be worried about.
But it seems that, Bonaparte is getting serious. He's not making so many errors now. He's not weaving around so much.
Right.
But he does have double trouble in the back. By the way, folks, if you're wondering what type of fuel these cars are using, they're running Gasohol E20. The same stuff we use on our roads. All right. Sunoco takes a back seat. Why don't you? So the game is still on there. 59.
is another car that probably gonna get worn by Stewart with the exceeding track limits.
17 and a half left to go, and eyes are on number 1 position here on the track. The Ford, number 4, Kachonsak Nasongkla.
Second position is car number 33, Shaya from M&M.
Not the rapper. And not the kitty. Oh, boy. And believe it or not, it's still early in the morning for some people. Some people are actually getting up right now.
Right.
These guys have been on the track for almost, they're trying to do this for almost an hour now, right? And at 10:42, the heat on the track is rising. And also that means for the cabin area as well. And for these drivers going at it full blast, under extreme pressure, and the excessive heat from the transmission and the engine box. putting a lot of pressure and strain on the drivers. So it's no question why some of these drivers might, drop their numbers just a bit in sector times. But Kajonsak is doing a pretty good darn job at keeping in the first position.
I think this year bestseller is the cool suit.
Oh yeah, the cool suit.
Yeah.
I wish I had one right here.
I know.
And then take it back, after the race is done, and then turn off my air conditioner. That is the magical suit inside, by the way. If you don't know, they've got a whole line of irrigational pipes in there to cool the drivers down with a little bucket on the side. Thermal.
For that picture-in-picture screen.
PIP.
That's car number 65 that came into the pit to get service again. That's probably the intercooler or piping.
Yep.
Got loose.
Oh no.
Fix it right now.
And we were just talking about heat.
Yeah.
Oh darn.
You will see a lot of cars and class that having problem with heat.
Yeah.
Because like I said again, the weather in Thailand is very hot right now.
I wonder if they do any of that stuff that they do in the drag racing world, if they ice down their cars or anything. I mean, for the drivers they might do that, but for the engine, do they do that?
I don't know. I don't know if circuit
Is that even allowed?
have the liquid in the cooler.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'll find that out.
But anyway, 14 and a half left to go. The game is for the second position, Chaya to maintain. Wonapat in third.
93 came in probably with the heat problem. Got the blower in front right
Both
now.
Satasid and Aki probably not too happy there. Fastest time for Kajonsak, still setting the bar high and heavy, 155.986er. Who's gonna ever beat that in this class? Nobody. That's the answer. So far.
95 gain up one position with fourth position, and 24 in fifth position right now. 14 dropped down one position. I don't know what happened. Here's car number 93.
No, it's got to be so. I wonder how they feel. They can't do anything as a driver. They got to rely on their friend, the mechanical friends there, just to fix whatever he can't even see out of that limited vision, and hope and pray that they fix it really fast. A shout out to Speed Cafe, a wonderful partner as well, doing a lot of coverage as well. Shout out to you for comment on our live stream broadcasting. Now let's see if they're gonna rubber band around again or make or break. 34, Purapat trying to defend. That is his game. He can't see Chaya up front, way out there. So his only concern is what's behind him.
34 from 18 position, back of the grid. Right now he's in third. After this race, he'll probably be very tired because he's trying to, run away. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Almost got overtook there, but hey, if the 59 went a little bit more wide there, he would have been docked.
Let's see the battle between 34 and 59. If it's gonna make car number 24 gain two position.
or not, yeah. 24 seems to be at the ready.
Yep.
Finger on the trigger. He's about to pull it.
Look at his move right there.
Right from the outside. On the outside, will he do an X move?
Trying to go. Oh,
X
he
factor.
got
No,
it.
he's got the cojones, my friends.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
that's a nice move, and
Nice
but
move.
but the outside line he will
Still tough.
gain.
Oh no! a little bit touch on the sidelines here.
Oh, he will gain the speed, but then he contact with car number 34 right there.
Oh, man. Kicked up a little dust, had nowhere to go, tried to get back on the track, rubbed up against 34. 34 put him back in place. Why don't you? He said, not so fast, my son boy. Oh, my goodness. I think that's the most excited I've been this morning.
We'll see. It will happen again because car number 24 right now, he's trying to gain back his position because he started at third position.
All right, folks, check the instant replay. Kick up a smoke. Oh, go a little touch on the side. No damage, thank goodness. Didn't want to add extra camber.
Right
Any of
there.
those car there.
24 got an inside line right here.
Inside.
Can he close
then
it up?
on the outside, 34 takes it back again. Tricky, but no, loses it. Yeah. Finally, we have a little switcheroo. But wait a minute, here comes a charge up. 34 on the straight. Looks like he's moving. Not enough.
Wow, that's nice move.
Sweet.
By car number 24.
And seeing the the starting line for the first time without that rear bumper in the way. But wait a minute. It ain't over yet. Turn 2 is not going to be where the action. It's turn 3, but swing it out in the back. Looks like it's going to be a similar move.
Right. 59.
59 taking the way outside.
He said he would do the same thing.
Yeah,
if he can
same
gain it.
maneuver. Same maneuver. Let me do this again. Oh, almost a bump there. But that maneuver does work. Looks like 34 34 now has a problem now, dropping 2 positions now, not in his cards.
Don't know what happened at turn 3. 34 got slowed down in the middle of the corner.
Right.
And 59 gained it. Oh, wow. He passed 24 too. 59.
Hey, somebody's taking a little. Somebody just woke up.
Got the boost on.
Yeah. Oh, he's saving the good stuff for the last 8 minutes. Surprise! Surprise, MF. No, I can't say that. Oh, wait a minute. Folks, check this out. Check this out. The race obviously is simmering hot right now, and we're seeing a lot of surprise action here. And it's all in, like, if it was for tennis or golf, I guess it's all in the risks.
Right.
For the cars here on the track, it's all in the corners.
Yeah.
So now with, John I could say more anything about him. So about those 3 other cars back there, since they're evenly spaced in between, and they can pretty much fit like 2 cars in between now, I think they're settling down, and they're going to re-strategize on what they're going to do in the next 3 or 4 corners here. They know they can do it, because it was proven that anybody could be in that position.
I mean, drivers, it's all about teams. You know, the guy who built the car, the race engineer, the team manager, the driver, and even tires, and cook tires. They all have to plan how to, run the 1 hour drive. Which laps they're gonna, take it easy. Which lap they're gonna, go for it. So it's all the strategy of the team manager.
It's basically, they gotta pool their resources.
Right.
And, you can't overuse one resource more than the other. Otherwise, you'll just run lopsided. It's like having 4 wheels. You use up 1 wheel, then you're on 3 wheels. So you can't finish the race. So it's the same thing for all the resources in the racing department, from the management to the sponsorship, even the sponsorship. I mean, some would even say that they're one of the most important parts of the racing. Right. Without them, they won't be even having to afford the wheels. So everybody plays a part. But when it's on track, obviously, everybody's just, cheering for the drivers because they're the ones in direct control. Unless, of course, something happens and we have remote control racing with EVs in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, in the future, yeah.
You never know.
right now we have like esport.
Yeah.
You have similar in your house. In the future, you might have that similar at your house, but a real car in a track.
I think one of the guys out there that might be really into that would be Gabe G. Because he's a pro at the esports stuff.
Right.
But whenever they have remote control cars on track, I'll put Game G in the suit.
Okay, right now
34 drops it down, buddy.
Less than 6 minutes left.
Bonaparte dropped the ball.
Car number 4 is the leader, followed by 33 in second place, 24 at third, 59 at fourth, and 34 at fifth position. Can car number 34 gain his position back? He was in third. Yeah.
5 minutes left to go. It seems to me that 34 is losing his steam.
Yep.
Bonaparte, I mean, he gave it out his all.
Right.
And I think he also used up a lot of his tires trying to defend the back end.
And that defending is very tiring. You're trying to drive. The weather is hot. You try to think all the time. So let's see if he can gain.
The only thing that I would say that each of these drivers have in favor for them would be the lack or the lower amount of fuel, less weight.
Right.
That's the only thing going for them at this point.
Right.
Okay, look. 34 trying to get as close as possible to the 59 machine.
Right.
But it's a tall order. And he's about to be surpassed. He's got trouble in the back as well. Number 15, Tanawit. Eyeballing. Oh,
got his move.
I spoke a little too soon.
Inside line.
34 edges out the Nexter machine onto the sides. And Nexter's trying to wiggle his way back. Starting back on the starting grid, and they're side by side. .34 takes it back on the inside line.
.34 gain it back to fourth position.
And 3.5 minutes left to go. That gives or take about 2 laps. Maybe they could possibly squeeze in 3. I doubt it.
Yeah.
And 34, interestingly, is holding on to the inside line as much as possible.
Right. If you hold the inside line, you probably don't get that speed going to the turn 4.
It looks like we got some great staff members on the PIP there, cheering. Yeah, that does sometimes provide adrenaline for the staff.
Right.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
Under 3 minutes left.
John Sock
still in the lead.
looks like it's a good day for him.
Yep.
Being able to cross the line from the beginning of the race all the way to the end.
He's in second once.
Yeah.
First lap. And
Yeah.
then after that, he took it back and then never looked back.
Yeah, the guy was just saying, yeah, let me see what the rest of the crew can do here. Look at this domino about to fall right here. And look at this. Punapat back in fourth. 34. No late braking.
Under 2 minutes left with Super Compact Big Quick Thailand Super Series 2023 at Chang International Buriram Province.
The pressure is on way back there. Punapat, 59, Kitipan and Shotarin. Tanawit, sorry, number 15, as well as Chatrapon for 14. And it looks like it's doing a gangbang there.
Oh wow, 59 got
Somebody went out way back. Went out wide.
59 got no.
Not enough, not enough. 34 still edging in.
Yep. But 59 get the inside line at turn 4.
That 4, 5, and 6er. They have to set this one up nice because you could be on the inside for just a short bit on one of the corners and then on that sequence end up back behind again because you didn't take the right line through the slalom. And 34 drops the ball.
30-second left. I don't know where's the leader, but
Oh, he's done. He's cooked.
but we have to go for another lap.
Kajan Sakna Songkla. At any moment now, I should be on him because he's probably going to go for that final drive and final lap. .33 hanging in second position.
Right now, time is up for Super Compact. We have to wait for the leader, John Sack, car number 4, to come for the checkered flag.
And we didn't even see that white flag fly yet.
Yeah.
And I don't see Kajan Sakna Songkla. Usually at this moment, V6 would be on them.
Right. Probably if he's in like turn 10, we'll switch to that because he's a lone driver.
Oh,
right there.
finally. Well, I can tell you this. He's not going to be alone any further. As he comes with a checkered flag, he'll be greeted by that wonderful staff we just saw earlier on.
Right.
and his crew. Congratulations.
Oh no, that's final lap.
Oh, coming in for the final lap.
Okay. 60 minutes plus 1 lap. So
Right.
Okay. And this is car number 33
Second position, Chaya.
from M&M Motorsport.
But that gap, it's too huge for the closure with 1 lap around Buriram right here. But second on the podium is good. The question really should be is who's going to nab third position? The 24 machine or the 59 or the 34?
24 got a big gap between fourth position. So right now this is the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. This is 24 right here with third position.
About to see his, there you go. He sees the final lap and he's going to gun for it. If you look at it, Kajan Sakna Songkla had already done 30 laps around Buriram. That's a lot.
And this is the final lap for this group. Let's see who will try to gain their position.
So once again, before we come for that checkered, gotta say thanks to Sports Authority of Thailand, National Sports Development Fund, Tourism Authority of Thailand, and of course the Royal Automobile Association of Thailand, under the royal patronage. Be Quick, Toyota, and of course Arto, Thai Beverage Public Company for Est, Ranix Global PTE, and hello, there we go. Kajan Sakna Songkla takes it and goes for a little bit of a photo fanfare there, cheering all the way.
That's his wife and team manager.
Lovely indeed. Heck, in my house, my wife is my manager. I guess it's the same for every house.
Me too. So first place is car number 4, Kajan Sakna Songkla, PT Lubricants.
No surprise there. And of course, coming in should be preliminary, if nothing happens. Shaya coming in hard and strong here, 33.
That's a big gap between car first place and second place.
Chaya Nabs a checkered for second. And before we see Jirapat or even Shotanan throw in some Ranix Global PTE, Utapao Apollo for Idemitsu. And of course, Sport Invest for Tech Pro. Thank you there for the sponsorship, as well as DZE Asia PTE Limited for Digital Flags, JS Asia Beverage for Juice Nest, Miyagi Motorsports, and SCH Industries for the Nexter. Pano Revo, ECU Shop, 1, and Emain.
And that's car number 24
Roundabout, here we come.
with third position.
24 taking third, and looks like 34 never made it up to fourth position, did they?
Nope.
Did he? No, but he did take it off at fifth. 59 takes it instead. Shodanin for the fourth position, number 59. That rounds out for this race. Congratulations. And what a wonderful run by Kajon-san. I think he should be really happy. He says he's jumping into this class for, what, the first time?
Right.
So, hey, first time, already a winner. Not bad. But of course, a seasonal veteran like he is on the track or any track, he brings along to the game his experience and expertise. Kajon-san Nasokla in first, Chaya in second, and third goes to number 24, Jirapat.
And Tanaton
And Tanaton.
third in Super Compact. Be Quick Thailand Super Series 2023. And that's the result for Super Compact.
Stay tuned for the highlights of Thailand Supercar GT, of the Super Compact we just finished off earlier on. And of course, we'll be having another race coming up at 11:10. Should be shortly with Thailand Supercar GTC.
All right. 12 laps.
12 laps, folks.
Rolling
Start. So, up from the high point of view, here's a beautiful look at Buriram. And the best timer, obviously. Oh, here we go. Toyota Gazoo Racing Man himself. Mana and Nanapong. 155.986. Best time. No. That is way off, folks. Somebody glitched me.
Let's go look at the highlights of Super Compact.
คุณคงคิดไม่ถึงว่ารังนกแท้ผสมคอลลาเจนกลูตาไทโอน Q10 และน้ำองุ่นขาวจะได้ Juice Nest เครื่องดื่มเนื้อรังนกแท้ที่มิกซ์สิ่งดีๆลงตัวในขวดเดียว Juice Nest
Speed Under Control สยบทุกความแรง Nexter
สมัครแพ็กเกจ Two Visions Now EPL and UEFA วันนี้เชียร์ได้มันกว่าใครภาพสดทุกคู่คุณภาพนักพากย์ Two Visions ดูพรีเมียร์ลีกและ FA คัพครบทุกคู่เชียร์บอลยุโรปได้ทั้งฤดูกาลทั้ง UEFA Champions League ลีกเอิงฝรั่งเศสลาลีกาสเปนเกาโชซีเรียอิตาลีแชร์กันดูได้สูงสุด2 จอสะดวกรับชมได้ทุกที่ทุกเวลาเพียงเดือนละ499 บาทสมัครเลย Two Visions Now EPL and UEFA
ฉันลิซ่าเปิด True ID ทุกครั้งที่กลับบ้านลิซ่าไม่เคยเหงาหลากหลายความบันเทิงระดับโลกที่คัดมาเพื่อคนไทยยิ่งดูยิ่งได้ดูเพิ่มสนุกแบบไร้ขีดจำกัด True ID ความบันเทิงที่ตรงใจลิซ่าที่สุด
ทุกบทบาทผมเต็มที่ทั้งพิธีกรคอลัมนิสต์ผู้ประกาศข่าวและผู้บรรยายกีฬาโดยสิ่งที่ปลูกฝังให้ผมได้ใกล้ชิดกับหน้าที่คนรักกีฬาอย่างแท้จริงนั่นก็คือหนังสือพิมพ์สยามกีฬาทั้งเนื้อหาที่อัดแน่นและข่าวสารความเคลื่อนไหวที่สำคัญหนังสือพิมพ์สยามกีฬาฉบับเดียวของคนรักกีฬา
Get the information and feel. โอ้ just to let you know ไอมีคนลงทุนทำซีรีส์กับไอ from Malaysia he called say hey interested I have 2 million it's like sure
เอาละครับก็ขยับสเต็ปมาสู่การแข่งขันที่เป็นรถสปอร์ตบ้างนั่นคือซูเปอร์คาร์ GTC ซึ่งยังเป็นซูเปอร์คาร์รุ่นเดียวที่ยังแข่งขันในรูปแบบของสปรินต์อยู่
ครับผม
ในฐานะแชมป์เก่าแจ็คแลมวาร์ดยังคงอยู่กับรถแข่ง Ford Mustang ที่เป็นบิ๊กบ็อกซ์
ใช่
แจ็คยังมีดีพอที่จะป้องกันแชมป์ไหมครับ
ผมคิดว่าแจ็คก็คือแจ็คนะครับก็คือแจ็คผู้ฆ่ายักษ์เดิมๆนี่เองนะครับผลงานของแจ็คในปีที่แล้วก็กระจ่างอยู่แล้วนะครับถึงกับความสามารถและขีดลิมิตไม่เคยพลาด2 ปีที่ผ่านมาเราเห็นร่างกายของแจ็คที่ฟิตมากนะฮะ12 รอบของการแข่งขันในสภาพร้อนๆแบบนี้นะฮะผมว่าแจ็คมีพลังเหลือเฟือแต่มาเจอใครอ่ะน้องคนนี้หน้าใหม่ไม่ใช่แต่จริงๆแล้วไม่ใหม่เท่าไหร่นะ
ใช่ครับ
ขับฟอร์มูล่า4อยู่ในยุโรป
น้องปั๊ก
ใช่ดังนั้นแล้วเนี่ยคนนี้ถ้าแจ็คจะต้องต่อกรด้วยเนี่ยน่าจะเป็นกระดูกชิ้นโตนะครับเพราะว่าลีลาการขับขี่ที่ดุเดือดเขาเรียกว่าน้องรุ่นใหม่ที่มาจากรถฟอร์มูล่าเนี่ยมันอยู่ในสายเลือดการขับเคี่ยวกันของ2 คนนี้สนุกแน่นอนนะครับเจเลนเองก็ยังไม่ตื่นตาตื่นใจเท่าไหร่อย่าลืมนะเจเลนเคยมาแข่งกับเราแล้วก็ได้แชมป์อันดับ2ในรุ่น TA
V8
V8 ผมคิดว่า 3-4 คันนี้ยังไงก็มีลุ้นครับ
จะมีคนหนึ่งคืออดัมพูเทรา
เกือบลืมพูดถึงวิ่ง 718 นะ
ใช่ครับ
เคเมนของทางทีม AAS Motorsport นะฮะคนนี้ก็ไม่ใช่มือธรรมดานะครับดังนั้นแล้วผมเลยถึงไปขอบคุณคุณเก๋าที่เตือนสติหน่อยนะครับ4 คันนี้แหละครับสนุกแน่นอน
ก็มาติดตามกันดูในรุ่น Thailand Supercar GTC ครับเป็นการแข่งขันซุปเปอร์คาร์ที่ยังเป็นสปรินต์ในระยะสั้น
อีกนิดเดียวพี่สิงห์ของเราหอบรถมาจากเชียงใหม่
นั่นนี่ฮะ
ยังไม่ค่อยเข้าที่นะฮะR355 กับซูปราเนี่ยนะครับแต่ผมคิดว่าเขามีการบ้านที่จะต้องทำนะครับผมหวังเป็นอย่างยิ่งว่าเราจะได้เห็นรถที่เป็นสไตล์โฮมเมดรวมถึงกฤตาวสุรัตน์นะฮะซึ่งไม่เคยทำให้ผิดหวังอ่ะ 44.8 มั้งวันนี้ที่วิ่ง 144.8 ช้ากว่านิดเดียวนะครับ
กฤตวสุรัตน์ยังคงเป็นคนที่น่ากลัวเสมอเมื่อเข้าสู่เรสเพจของเขา
ใช่เขาเองเขาก็จะเป็นคนที่มีความดุดันนะครับแต่ดุดันแบบฉลาดนะฮะไม่ใช่ดุแบบมุทะลุนะครับเขาเป็นคนที่วางแผนเกมได้ดีดังนั้นแล้วเนี่ยผมคิดว่าเป็นอีกคนที่น่ากลัวจากทีมโตโยต้าทีมกาซูนะครับ
มีฟันธงไหมฮะรุ่นนี้
3 คันแรก
กับ
น้องที่ขับฟอร์มูล่า4
ครับธนพงษ์พันธ์
ครับ
แจ็คแลมวาร์ด
และ
กฤต
โน
ไม่ใช่กฤตนะฮะ
ผมว่า
อดัมพูเทรา
yes
โอ้โหถ้างั้นไปติดตามกันครับ Thailand Supercar GTC จะมันเข้มข้นแค่ไหน
And there you have it, folks. A little words from Kun Prida and who he actually is keeping an eye on. I'm keeping my eye on everybody on the grid. Heck, 9 cars on GTC. And right now we have Mr. Goody. I think they added a little extra D in there. But yeah, he's about to go ask these drivers out there, number 46, spearheading the way, what the drivers are feeling and what they're planning to do. Jack Lampard also in the mix, number 44, and how they have been preparing for this first race of the season. Number 46, the McLaren driver, Thanapong Pan.
The pole position for GTC.
Obviously, he said it's a very good car, drives very well. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. It's a McLaren. He says turn 3 is going to be challenging for him. And with his best times there, positioning himself in the first, how is he going to maintain the position? And he says, what's the strategy? He says, I have a strategy. Obviously, he's not going to say his strategy. And of course, cheer for him as well. Number 46 from Full Function. Next up, Jack. Jackie.
This is the Ford Thailand. They're bringing all this fan club.
Every time I see those Ford girls, I know they're on the grid. Jack Lampard, he's feeling very nice and good and hot, he says. He drank a lot of water already. Yeah. And he's got to do a double stint pull. After this, he's got to do a pickup truck run as well. So Jack has better been prepared. He's probably prepared, well prepared. He's very fit, exercise. Look at the guy's physique. And he's trained by fitness and go-karting every day. If you look at his posts, you can see him all the time on those go-karts. He has some waters.
He's one of the drivers that starting from go-kart as a kid, and then, you know, climbing up here driving everything. Everything he's driving is fast.
You know, Goody asked Jack Lampard what's his favorite corner, and Jack says the corner that will make him go first is his favorite corner. Good answer.
Yeah.
So giving thanks to Jalen and Greg Corliss. Robotom is now back, according to he's a very fast driver, driving the V8 machine. So Jack obviously asking everybody to cheer for the Ford team. Team Thailand. CRT Liquid Moly. Next on the grid, number 3, car number 5, the youngest driver, Mr. Adams, MAS Motorsports.
This is the first time for coming here to Thailand, right? Yes, my first time. Congratulations for being team in AAS Motorsport. Thank you. How do you prepare for this race in this season? Sorry? How do you prepare this race?
I'm very excited for this race. You know, I came over.
We don't have to translate, right?
No.
Ready for the race, and I'm just
Yesterday I went to his pit and asked, how do you pronounce your name? He said Putra.
Really?
Putra Adams.
Ah, Putra.
Yeah, Putra Adams.
Of course, he's speaking English there.
Thank you so much for all your support. I'll definitely do my best, and I'm definitely going for the win.
Okay, thank you very much. Best of luck. ก็เขาก็ขอขอบคุณนะครับสำหรับผู้ที่ให้การสนับสนุน
And of course, giving praise and thanks to sponsors. I'm sure every driver here is poised and strategizing himself or themselves to try to go for the number 1 lead. And bringing it back to the booth right here. Let's hear about me. Mark and Jimmy back up in the house on the English channel. Johnny and Gao in the Thai section.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have the Toyota Camry as the safety car for our event.
See a lot of safety there.
Yes.
Toyota Camry being one of the most trusted family cars out there.
Right.
And of course, Toyota very synonymous with long-term use, family cars, safety. And now with great designs too.
Right.
I see. A lot of the Toyotas coming out. Did you see the new Prius?
Yes, I did.
Holy
Very
smokes.
nice.
Must have been a new class of designers out there. So Toyota is really, really marking up the game right here with their new cars. Anyway, here's the layout. 3 sectors, I should say. 12 turns around Buriram.
4.554 kilometers around the circuit.
Yeah.
Clockwise.
It'd be interesting if they do it the other way around. Counterclockwise.
I don't think we have enough
plans for that? Contingency plans for that? I mean, for me, all I thought was that the safety people would just turn their heads the other way and just face the other way instead. But no. Han Cook keeping it sticky and real. Ventus Z207s. Ride 'em.
For you said go the other way around. Some of the corner did not design for safety.
Oh,
when you go off track, then
I see. That's interesting. I mean, I would have thought that if you design a track, you set it up provisionally for maybe 2 ways.
That's a good idea.
I mean, that's only because I play Gran Turismo. Here's a great look for you, number 46. The thumbs up. McLaren says it's a good car. I take his word for it.
Yep.
Yeah. Ta-da! Pong Pan. Here's Mr. Jackie for you, Jackie Lampard. Number 44 for Team Ford Thailand. CRE Lanotech. Up next, Putra Adam.
From S.
Yeah.
Escola. AAS Motorsport.
Here's his number 88, Jalen.
Oh, Jalen, okay.
Robotom. Great. Then number 69.
Great. Vasurat from Toyota Gazoo Racing Team Thailand.
So obviously that's a Supra.
Yep.
And this machine here.
RR.
Rafael Galeana. I call it the Batmobile.
Tech Pro Racing.
Yeah, he's the guy that actually is, bringing in the Tech Pro safety gear.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So very important, very important.
Tech Pro barrier that the F1 using all around the world.
Some people actually say, hey, why is it so safe? They touch the material. It's really hard. Well, they have to take into account that if you ram it into the wall at 200 kph, that hardness actually softens up just a bit, enough to give the collision a softener. You know? We just saw a GTR on track. Was that Godzilla? Yes, it is. Yes, it was. Next up there, Ford V8 machine here. Nice and tasty.
Number 35, Cem Yilmaz from Turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
I just came back from Turkey.
Yeah, he's from Turkey. He just fly here to Thailand just to race and he fly back.
I gotta go tell Cem that his country is beautiful. I just came back from Turkey and it's a glorious place to be. A mixture of Europe and Asia.
How long have you stayed here? Stayed there?
17, 18, 19 days. Then I just came back here just to see Cem. Okay, folks, time to warm up them tires. Starting grid.
For Thailand Super GTC by Idemitsu.
As you can see, the readout right there, as we just read out for you earlier on.
Yep. Pongpan in first, Jack Lambert in second.
Putra in third, and Jalen in fourth. Great in fifth. Rafael in sixth. Manuel in seventh position.
Cem in eighth.
And last but not least,
ninth place is
Manuel. The 50 machine.
Yeah.
From the Philippines. I hope it's Manase. I hope I spell that, say it right, but I'd call him Manuel. Here's an inside shot from Jack Lampard on the inside look. And there you see, nobody can be faster than the Camry. Try to stick a rhyme in there once in a while. And folks, you're looking here at the Supercar GTC Race 1, first race of their season. Done with Hankook Racing tires, official tires of the program. By the way, they're required no more than 12 tires starting from qualifying until the end of the race for this weekend.
12 laps altogether for GTC.
That's right. They're using 102 RON, by the way, because this is an upper class car. Can you imagine sticking E20 in these things? Then we'd have driving Miss Daisy. That last car out there, was that an old school Supra?
Yeah.
I thought it was a top secret Supra.
Yeah, I know. It looked like it.
Gold livery.
It's the
Manuel's driving that thing.
A80.
Yeah.
A80 Supra.
The 50 machine is a Supra. Okay. Now it's interesting to see that though, because that's such an old school machine.
You could say it's classic right now.
All right, classic. And it's going up right in front of that. You just saw the GTR, right?
Coming into the last corner. Rolling start.
So we just got to wait for the lights to drop. Everybody's got to be in good formation. Otherwise, they're not going to let them go.
If they do, they will penalize them later on.
Well, judging by the sound, I think they're good to go. And they're off. Green. McLaren off the bat. Not a problem. Good car goes forward. Not a problem at all. 46 leads the way. Meanwhile, the Mustang, hot and heavy, right behind, huffing and puffing.
Oh, wow.
Galloping, about to be saddled onto the side, but no.
Get pressured by Jack Lambert, car number 44, in the Mustang.
You know, the right car in the right hands can be a great tool for winning a race.
Right.
And that Mustang, look at it. Not squirming at all, not losing the rear.
I know.
I mean, if you put a Mustang in my hands, you'll see me on a YouTube clip. Out on a tree near somewhere, but no. You put it in the right hands like Jackie, right. Jack Lampard, he's going to chase him down, even if it's a supercar up in front, like that McLaren. Meanwhile, Robotan in the back end out of Australia, number 88, trailing in third position. Yeah, some people might get a little iffy when you see Mustangs going into corners. But as you can see here, no problemo. I like this shot. See the entry into turn 3. Oh, no, sorry, turn 12.
I think Jack, car number 44, in second place right now. He's trying to
look at him weave.
Yeah, check car number 46 out in like a couple of laps to see, how he's driving, what his racing line is.
Yeah, but I think he's going to make a move now.
Oh, wow.
Diving on the inside. No, outside. Oh, sandwiched. McLaren is being sandwiched. And nope. Takes the inside. Mustang on the inside still. Robotan. Who comes out?
Jalen.
Oh, Robotan. Jalen leads with the 88 Mustang.
From Australia.
From down under. He's not going to remain down on this race. Jack still has a little bit to work out the kinks before he figures out how to pass the number 46.
Because Jack was trying to make a move at turn 3, but Jalen took the outside line and took over.
So that strategy where you see the first 2 cars duking it out, and then you see that the third car takes advantage of a situation. Meanwhile, that Porsche is making a move there. Porsche by Patra
Adams
out of AS Motorsports,
Malaysia.
He's inching his way closer and closer to Jack Lampard's rear bumper there. Jack Lampard side by side and making his way up front now. Trying to go for second, and he takes it.
Right now, 2 Ford Mustang in first and second position.
Ford must be really happy up there in the post there to see their great drivers taking the Ford machines up front, 1 and 2. And look at that Porsche go.
Putra came up in third at turn 3, but the McLaren trying to get his position back. Right now he's in 4th.
Sometimes when you're trying so hard to, get forward and move forward to the front, you forget about the guy who's trying to tag along in the back and take advantage of your aerodynamics.
Right. Oh, wow. What happened with
Robotan?
Yeah.
Jalen just went out. Jalen is out, and he's got to give way to the rest of the traffic. He can't just swerve right back in, and he's going out again. He definitely has some issues with his car right there.
Probably losing power.
Oh, man. A lot of hope for Jalen riding, but for Ford, they're still rooting for Jack Lampard. Meanwhile, Porsche, Putra, Adam.
Did a lot of drifting at turn 12.
Mm-hmm. You'd think the Mustang would be drifting, right?
Yeah.
No, not here.
Not in Jack's hand.
No. Yeah, because he's been training on the go-karts for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And on go-karts, it's really easy to spin around too, right?
Yeah. There's no suspension.
Yeah, it's like a wheelbarrow.
Right.
With a motor. That's really crude. Let's see if Jack can hold it down in the house here and keep the lead going for as long as possible. Remember, total of 12 laps with 9 laps left to go. Jack holding it down. Best time for him was what? 1:46.370. Here's a shot of the Supra. You know what I'd like to see? Old Supra and new Supra together.
Oh, yeah.
That would be nice. Epic. Meanwhile, we finally get to see Roboton, Jalen back here, and they lifted the hood, clear out, which means it's a mechanical issue up front. Porsche trying to take a jab at it. Car number 5, Putra, moving and shaking Jack Lampard. He's rattling Jack's cage. But Jack says, not on my watch. I got the inside line, buddy. But the Porsche is showing its power.
But if I were Putra, I will wait and see and wait for the best opportunity.
Yeah.
Trying to get past.
Because
Jack.
every wiggle and squiggle that he does, he messes up his driving line.
Right.
That brings down the times.
See, Jack's got the big gaps right now.
There you go. That was caused by all that wiggling in the back there, trying to pass. Uh-oh. On the inside? Not enough. Not enough momentum there. And it looks like it's a 2-car gap there. Ooh, Jack is really using the whole width of the track there, isn't he?
Yep.
The car is wide, and so does the Porsche. Putra. Closing that gap now. No, actually, the gap is still 2 cars there. Was that considered still in bounds? If they're on the rumble strip, is it still considered in the track limit?
Not really. One wheels have to be on the track.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember that, folks. Got to keep the wheels on the track.
Yep.
65 and 46 just got a white flag for exceeding track limits.
If you get out of the white lines, that means you out track limits.
Definitely out of bounds. Yeah. Oh, and there you go. See, number 5 just got a warning there, and that means I don't need glasses. That's what it means. Godzilla making a move. And there's Raphael there. Yep. Still stuck in the middle. Number 65 machine in 4th position. Galiana. By the way, from France. Those are 2 unique cars there.
Yep.
It looks like a Daytona and a Cobra mix, doesn't it? Jalen coming out on the outlap. So he is hopefully out of trouble with mechanical issues in the engine bay. We didn't see any leaks or spills on the track.
Oh, wow, the GTR tried to come up.
2 Mustangs. Keeping Godzilla in the back. Oh, shaky cam movement. Thank you, V6. Must be kind of windy out there. Folks, gotta say shout out to all the great friends for the media partners as well. Gotta mention them as well for True Vision Group, True Digital Group, Siam Sports Syndicate Public Company Limited, Grand Prix International Public Company Limited, and of course XO Auto Sports, WordPoint Entertainment, and Speed Cafe.
Six laps to go for Thailand Supercar GTC. Right now, first position is car number 44, Jack Lambert from Thailand. Second place is car number 5, Putra Adams from Malaysia. Third place, car number 46 from Thailand.
Wow. Look at that. You got the Mustangs. They're having a good time out there, those horses.
Yep.
Wild buckaroos. Jalen seems to be in good form now. I don't think he has any more mechanical issues, right?
Right.
He seems to be running at full steam now.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he's not bogging down like earlier on.
I think there's something wrong with the Gold Supra slowing down right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was because it was like an old car. No. Whoa, a little bit of sparks flying out under the side carriage of the Mustang. Must have touched the ground just a bit on the banking corners, going through the slaloms.
Putra Adams trying to
Oh.
go into the first position.
I just saw a little psych there. The front end of that Porsche is really quick.
Right.
It's like a snake.
It's gonna be hard for Putra because
pass, right? Yeah.
They running almost exactly the same times.
Yeah.
Best lap, which is 144.7.
So if you're equally running the same time, the chances are kind of slim. But Putra does have a slight chance with the slipstream, though.
Yeah.
And the Porsche, I say, has a quicker, performance factor when it comes into turns and corners.
Is the PIP in Ford Pit cheering on for Jack Lambert.
Oh, Putra went out a little too wide. That's a mistake. It's going to slow him down a bit. Every little mistake you make, it makes your lap time slower, which culminates into you not passing the guy in front of you. So this is why the saying that racing is smooth. Racing is making consistent. And that's one thing that Jack just dropped the ball just a bit, giving Putra a little smile on his face right at this moment, probably.
But I'm looking at it, Jack's car, I think something's wrong. Maybe brakes or tires.
You saw white smoke come out from the back, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that white puff right there. Possibly locking up, and now it's showing its colors. Putra coming onto the side. Oh, got squeezed out the door there. Turn 12. Putra had nowhere to go. Got to slow down otherwise. He would have been out of bounds. 4 laps left to go. And if it's true, like, what we just saw earlier on, and maybe Jack has a brake issue.
Right.
This might cause a little bit of a spin out problem.
Right.
The torque happy car. Plus it's a Mustang. But seriously, that airfoil in the back should plant the Mustang's rear end really solid down and give the traction it needs. Plus, of course, the wonderful tires. That's why Jack Lampard is able to, keep it planted on all fours. When we saw Jack Lampard play this game earlier on, many years ago, when he got into the T8 machines here, we saw a lot of spinouts, I think. We saw
Right.
some spinouts, but
Right.
not anymore. He's pretty much tamed the powerful Mustangs here. The number 46, trying as much to be on the stand as possible, at least on third position. And yes, I did see that white smoke come up again from the tires going into a corner from Jack's car. 44 machine out the rear right side.
Maybe Jack's trying to, push it too much, and the tires kind of
Losing?
losing
The grip.
Yep. 3 laps to go for Supercar GTC.
Before the race started, there was that quick interview, a VTR with Mr. Prida.
Right.
And Prida said, no, I'm going to keep my eye on Adams. Now I understand why.
Yep.
Adams is poised for, he's in second right now, but I'm thinking to myself, he's got a shot here. Jack is slipping. You saw that. He slipped right into the turn right there. So he's definitely losing tire contact here. Meanwhile, out in the back, 69 grid, staying in 6th position.
From Toyota Gazoo Team Thailand.
Mr. Yudalmaz out of Turkey. He's number 35 in 5th position. Smack dab in the middle. And Rafael in 4th position, 65 machine. Eyes back in the front of the gate here. Jack trying to control the car as much as possible.
Yep. Keep your eyes on this 3 position. Anything can change. Anything can happen. 2 laps to go for Supercar GTC.
At this point, Thanapongpan in the McLaren. He's got to make the move now. He doesn't want to be dead last on the podium there. The number 46 started out first. Now is in 3rd position.
And look at his time. His last time was 146.5.
He's dropping the game. He's dropping the ball there.
Yeah.
Slowing down. But if you really think about it, they're all 146s now.
Right.
1, 2, and 3.
Right now it's all about techniques, skills, racing line. How they're gonna plan for their last lap.
Oh, man, Patra slide it out a bit, regained good recovery. So both Jack and Patra now having the slippery action in the back end of the car, which means you never know what might happen for number 46.
Yep.
And before we come in to see, the final lap here, I want to say shout out to Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, TAT, Tourism Authority of Thailand, and of course Royal Automobile Association of Thailand under the royal patronage, RAAT, Be Quick Company Limited, Toyota Motor Thailand Company. Oh no, the McLaren gets surpassed by yet another musty Mustang.
Is that number 88? Oh, that's
Robotan. But he's in the back then.
Yeah.
So he's just being passed by old traffic,
Yep.
so to speak. So the McLaren still will retain third position.
Yep, they're in different laps.
However, it doesn't say that he's having a good chance to surpass and get second at all. Now makes the move. The Porsche over succeeds Jack Lampard on a stretch, not even in a corner. I think he was saving that last bit of energy for that surprise action on the final lap.
Yep.
Good strategy there.
Coming into turn 9. Leading by Putra.
Mr. Prida called it. Oh, no! Mistake-o! He goes out wide. What's that going to say? I wonder how the marshal's going to look at this. Anywho, Arto Company Limited. Got to say hello to you folks out there as well. Thank you for being our wonderful sponsors, as well as Thai Beverage. And for Escola, Radix Global PT, and Utapao as well. Coming in for turn 12, checkered flag. We'll have to wait and see what happens for that decision. But preliminary, it shows Porsche crosses the line first. Thanks out to Apollo Thailand for Idemitsu, Sports Invest, Tech Pro, DZE Asia PTE for Digital Flags, and JS Asia Beverage Company Limited for Juice Nest, Miyagi Motorsports, SEH Industries for their Nexter, and Pano Revo Company Limited. ECU Shop #1 Company and Imane Thailand Company Limited for their wonderful shirts.
I think it's the car number 5 plan, Putra Adams, to trying to pressure Jack Lampard, to have him trying to get away and
overuse his tires and stuff. Yeah. In the process, when you're trying to get away that much, you also put extra strain on the engine as well. Here's a little extra replay for you. Oh yeah, that's really exciting. Freeze frame. Oh yeah, that does wonders for me. But as I think what they were trying to say is show how Putra passed Jack Lampard on that pressure point.
Here you go.
Here we go.
No, this is the almost last.
That
corner.
is going to be a wild card decision here.
Right.
As to how the outcome of that race should have ended. Well, we'll wait and see. But that brings at an end to that class. So, Supercar GTC, race number 1, down for the season. First race completed. First is Putra Adams, second with Jack Lampard, and third, Tanapongpan, number 46. Stay tuned for more action right here with Mark and Jimmy for Thailand Super Series 2023. We'll be having more action for you right here, live from Buriram. For now, a break from our sponsors, with our sponsors, and a good break for us with lunch. Come on down to Buriram and enjoy the sights and sounds and food, as well as other activities are about to commence. And stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Yeah, I always try to do that thing with the radio thing. I'll be back, folks. here goes another I never do anything for hot lap.
เจอกันอีกสักทีจะดีไหมไปกันอีกสักทีก็ดีนะมีเพียงหาดทรายสายลมสองเราอยู่กันยันเช้าไม่เช้ามันไม่ถึงร้องเพลงจีบกันเหมือนตอนปีหนึ่งให้มันซึ้งสุดๆให้มันซึ้งสุดๆหัวใจไปเที่ยวกันอีกสักทีก็ดีนะเที่ยวเมืองไทย Amazing ยิ่งกว่าเดิม
วันที่คนไทยต้องส่งกำลังใจให้กันและกันส่งต่อกำลังใจเพื่อคนไทยแข็งแรงประเทศไทยแข็งแรงการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย
คุณคะบอกเขาไปสิคะว่าเราเป็นอะไรกันคุณมันเลว
บีควิกมียางดีให้เลือกเยอะรับประกันบาดบวมแตกเปลี่ยนฟรี1 ปีแถมผ่อน 0% ทั้งร้านนาน10 เดือนถึง30 เมษายนนี้
นี่คือประตูที่จะเปิดชีวิตให้ไปไหนก็ได้New Yaris Open Up Your Life เปิดโลกใหม่ได้อีกเยอะแค่ลองเปิดความออซึมก็เกิดแล้ว
East Cola Born to be awesome
เกิดมาซ่ากล้าเป็นตัวเอง
ใครบอกว่าการแข่งขันเริ่มต้นที่สัญญาณไฟเพราะสำหรับน้ำมันเครื่องอีเดมิสึมันเริ่มตั้งแต่คุณสตาร์ทด้วยสูตรใหม่อีเดมิสึเรซซิ่งที่ช่วยให้เครื่องยนต์พร้อมอยู่ตลอดเวลาเพื่อสมรรถนะสูงสุดทุกจังหวะปกป้องเครื่องยนต์ทุกสภาวะยกระดับรถของคุณไปอีกขั้นอีเดมิสึผู้นำด้านน้ำมันเครื่องจากประเทศญี่ปุ่นใครบอกว่าการแข่งขันเริ่มต้นที่สัญญาณไฟเพราะสำหรับน้ำมันเครื่องอีเด